Hi, things! Hello! How are my things doing tonight? Hi! Hi, Lily. I got low energy. Girl, same! How are you guys? Are you ready to cry about the plushies? Oh, I'm there. Hi! I'm cooking something good now? Motherfucker, it's like 10 p.m. What do you mean you're cooking? Hi! I have interviews in the mornings. Oh, you're gonna do fine! What do you mean it's dinner time? It's like 10 p.m. What do you mean it's dinner time? Spain. Hi. Hi! Yesterday was the anniversary of Concord, remember? Oh boy, do I!
I spent all day glued to my PS5 playing a game called Section 13.
Oh, sounds fun! Thanks so much for the sub, Pike. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Lorge today, and you guys are gonna deal with it. I'm wiped. I have no energy today for anything except for chatting shit. And, we're gonna chat shit.
Aloha.
Aloha, Kaza. Thank you very much for the sub. So what's the plan? The plan is we chat. The plan is we're gonna chat shit. We're gonna just talk about anything and everything that comes up into our little baby brains tonight, guys. Cause like, I'm wiped.
300 plushies. Wow. Real talk.
You guys popped off. I'm so happy.
This community. Self-moderating away jerks. Super chill. And equal parts unhinged and wholesome. Truly, one of the greatest streamer communities for one of the greatest streamers I've ever seen.
Well done, Pink Pink. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. And thank you for the bits. Any movies that you watched recently? I haven't watched any new films in a hot minute, actually. Like, I'm actually, like, doing more anime than anything else, really.
Hi, Lily. I just dropped in to tell you I showed my friend your Wu Chang video, and she said you look like Anya from Spy Family.
It's probably because of this face that has the green eyes, but, like, also, I'm pink. Nightly, thanks so much for 7 months as an ambassador of my fellow scalings and pink things. It's been a great time. I look forward to more great times with Lily and pink friends. Yay! Thank you for the channel membership. 7 months. Hey, baby! But yeah, like 1 year anniversary of Concord. The plushies 300% funded. Cause like, oh my god, that's so much. You guys have no idea. Creature is up here with me. And part of the reason why I'm so tired is her fault. But I will tell you more about my sitcom experience later. But the smug face isn't like, I mean, I guess, but the eyes aren't green. Like, the only reason I would equate someone thinking I look like Anya is because of, like, the color scheme. Did she make you run? Yes. What did your creature do? Okay. So, I want you guys to set the stage for this, because this is a story that I can only tell if you guys are immersed into the fucking, like, scene, right? So, I like to give my dog Sisyphean tasks. Mostly because I think it's really funny. And also because I have a Frenchie, which means that she has high energy, but she gets tired after about 20 minutes. So hubby and I went out yesterday to do some errands, and we ended up buying a soccer ball. For what? Neither of us is athletic. For the dog. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a French bulldog, but they have flat little fuck faces, and they're not a very large breed. My dog in particular is pretty tiny, but she loves that soccer ball because she likes to chase it. She already fucking bit a hole in it, fun fact. She likes to chase it, right? And the only downside of she likes to chase it is she does it outside. She does it on the patio. And it's been raining on and off for the past few days. And sometimes it rains like dirt from the Sahara up here. So the patio's been kind of dusty. And the dog was absolutely fucking disgusting. She got foul, super dirty, super dusty. And we have company coming over soon. And I was like, she doesn't have a bath scheduled till next week, so I'm gonna bathe her. Here is where the mistake stacks, okay? I'm gonna bathe the dog. So my first mistake was saying, well, I'll just hose her down, no problem. There, I have a hose up on the roof, it's hot, she might appreciate it. No. My dog is deathly afraid of running water for some reason. So I put on like the mist attachment on the hose and I held her while like hubby gave her a nice little spritz and we thought, okay, we hosed her down, she should be getting less dusty. Animal proceeds to roll around on the dirty patio and get even filthier. So then I was like, I have work to do, but okay. I guess I'm gonna take her downstairs and actually rinse her off in the bathtub. I don't have dog shampoo in this house, but like I have water and I have a glove that I can use to like scrub her, right? So I take her downstairs. And now, as I mentioned before, we're having company coming over soon. I have a house with 3 bathrooms and they all have bathtubs, which I like bathtubs. But I couldn't use the guest bathtub, which is what I would have normally done, because someone's coming over. So I was like, okay, let's use the other bathroom. There was no stopper for the bathtub in the other bathroom, so I can't use that one. And I'm not gonna shower the dog and that's it. I like to fill up my bathtub with a little bit of water, like 2 or 3 inches, so I can like dunk her in there. So then I was like, well, fine, I'll use my bathroom, even though I'm gonna have to like super clean the tub after. So I get the dog, I like march her into the bathroom. I fill up the tub with like an inch or 2 of water. So far, so good. And I put her in the bathtub. And she's just standing there with that dopey look on her face that she gets when she's like kind of confused. And I was like, okay, well, so far the water is getting disgusting. Because it was starting to turn like foul, like fucking like dark brown gray, you know, puppy filth. And I was like, all right, well, clearly just dunking her in a few inches of water isn't gonna cut it. I'm probably gonna have to hose her down a little. And my bathtub is one of those bathtubs that has like a little shower head on like a little hose that you can like use for yourself. And I turned it on and I pointed it at the dog and I was like very gently going to rinse her down and she puppy panicked. She somehow managed to jump out of the tub and bolted out of the room. And I screeched and I ran after her. And I I forgot to turn off the shower head. I ran after the dog because I was like, oh god, she's disgusting and I just cleaned the floor and she's gonna get on my couch and get it fucking foul. So she got full zoomies in my living room and I was chasing after her. I was like barefoot. I was like in my, it was like in like a nice sundress and I was like, no, puppy, no. So I caught her finally after about like 2 minutes and then I walked into, a water park. Because I left the shower and it was wiggling through the air like a charmed fucking cobra and getting water everywhere on my bathroom, everywhere. And I just went, ah! I screamed, but I had enough sense in my body to shut the bathroom door so I could trap the dog in the bathroom with me. And then the fucking shower head fucking smacked into me at one point, so my dress was fucking soaked. So I had to turn off the shower, and then I looked around into the absolute fucking mess I made. If the water had been blood, my fucking bathroom would have looked like a horror movie. It was bad.
Lily G Clown, 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 Lily.
Oh yeah,
G
completely
Clown,
on me. I should have shut the door before I even dunked her in the bathtub. So I got some towels and I dried up the floor best I could. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to do this again if I'm like wearing nice clothes. So I basically had to strip down to my underoos to fucking wash this dog, all right? And I put her back in the bathtub and I held her down and I was like, no, you are not getting away from me, bitch. So I managed to finally hose her down, get most of the dirt off. She was not happy because she does not like running water. She likes to sit in the tub, but she does not like running water at all. Finally hosed her down, finally dried off the bathroom, dried her off. And at this point, I was like thoroughly miffed. Is she still mad at you? No, she's fine. She's actually right here. At this point, I was thoroughly pissed off, right, chat? Because, like, motherfucker, why would you bolt out of the bathtub like that? And this entire time, hubby was up here in the office doing his thing. So, okay, like another thing about my office that you guys need to know, so you guys can see what like my husband heard, is I have a baby monitor in my kitchen that feeds into one that I have in my office. Why? Simple. Sometimes I don't hear the doorbell. My office is completely soundproof, so I would not hear anything without it. So I have a baby monitor plugged into the kitchen because that's where the intercom is. So if you're like walking around the kitchen, or if you're in the kitchen and you speak, the office will pick that up and you'll be able to hear it. So by the time I got back upstairs without the dog, because I didn't want to rolling around on the patio again, hubby just goes, "Did I hear screaming?" And I was like, perhaps. And he was like, "What happened?" Because I like got back up to the office and I was like, boom, never again. I'm never doing that again. She has a bath scheduled for next week. She's taking it. And he was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "You are going to either get super fucking pissed or you're going to die of laughter, and there is no in between." Because like he hates it when I leave the bathroom like super like wet floor and shit. Because like another thing, you guys know this about me, I'm super clumsy, and that shit drives my husband fucking bonkers because I leave everything everywhere and I trip over everything and I drop everything. Like for an alien, I'm not particularly daft or skilled like in dexterity. So he was like, "What happened?" And I told him the story. And I remember I was thoroughly miffed at this point. He started laughing at me. He started laughing so fucking hard and he was like, "So the screaming I heard was because you lost the dog after you tried to dunk her in the bathtub and she was giving you the runaround." And I was like, "Yes, but then I screamed again and you probably didn't hear that one because the bathroom was flooded." And he was like, "Lily, did you clean it up?" And I told him, "I did it to the best of my ability," which to him means you did it, but you half-assed it. So he was like, "If I go downstairs right now, is the bathroom going to be disgusting?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "I'm going downstairs." So he fucking like clomped on downstairs and he stayed down there for like 10 minutes. And then when he came back up, he was like, "Lily, you mopped up most of the floor, but like there's still water everywhere and like there's dog hair in the bathtub. What did you do?" And I was like, "You don't understand. Like at that point, baby, my mental capacity had been completely reached. I had like I had hit critical fucking velocity on my patience and I had to get out of there and go back to work because I'm working on comic covers for next month already." And so he told me, "Well, okay, well, I'm glad that you at least picked up all of the water off the floor, but Jesus, Lil, next time don't like fucking open up the shower unless you're sure that the bathroom door is closed and like the dog can't get out." And yeah, he scolded me a little bit, which to be fair deserved. I should have not left the bathroom door open. I should have not given the dog an fucking avenue of escape. I like the stare that dogs give you when they know that they're going into the bathtub and they look at you like you want to throw them into hell. She got really mad at me too. Hi. So yeah, I got a bit of a scolding when he came back upstairs and he was like, "How the fuck did you manage that?" And I was like, "Baby, I don't know. Like my existence is a cartoon. Like I basically lived through a Tom and Jerry skit, chat." Hi. I basically lived through a Tom and Jerry skit. And like now, hindsight 2020, it was really funny. It was incredibly fucking funny because, like, I had to chase down the dog and then my fucking bathroom turned into a water park. How long was the chase? I chased her for about 2 minutes, which was enough time for my fucking shower hose to turn my bathroom into a water park. Who exactly is Tom and Jerry in his relationship? Oh, I'm Tom. So yeah, that's what happened to me today. That was the sitcom adventure that I lived through today. Because my dog decided to become stinky because I bought her a soccer ball. A pink soccer ball, by the way. It's super cute. But she loves that thing, and if we leave her alone with it, she will absolutely destroy it. So she only plays with it with supervision. And we noticed really quickly that she was getting super dirty. And she usually has a like proper grooming appointment like once a month. And considering how, like, fucking, she got at the bathtub, I was like, what the fuck is the groomer doing to you? Nothing. She's just like that. How did you even find a pink one? You'd be surprised what you can find in the department store. They have pink cleats. My stepmother would have broken out the chancla at a wet bathroom. Like, here's the thing. Like, hubby laughed his ass off, but then he was like, somehow I get the feeling, Lil, that if I go downstairs, I'm gonna get really fucking mad. And I was like, hi. How do you summon pink-colored objects when you need them? They find me. It's really funny that you have, like, great hands for drawing and shit, but everything else. And I really need to know if anyone in chat is like this, so I feel seen. I am an incredibly clumsy creature. I don't know if it's because I'm nearsighted, because of the ADHD, or what, but I don't even have ADHD that bad. It's just a little bit. But I guess that's enough to fucking send me into an overdrive of, I am not presently in my body, therefore everything that's in my way is an obstacle. I'm incredibly clumsy. Like, I am an incredibly clumsy creature. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at taking care of myself. Like, chat, can someone come over and keep me from falling on my face or dropping things on the daily? Please? Divine beings min-maxed you when you were born. I mean, apparently, like, I think I was min-maxed, because, like, busted luck stat, no agility. Fucking divine, fine motor skills. Absolutely no fucking sense of spatial awareness whatsoever. So I was, like, created on extremes, mama. Usually an anxiety thing. Oh, yeah, that too. Hi, I'm doing good. Max luck and art, anything else debatable. I'm also a good cook. And I'm obviously, like, a phenomenal fuck, but, like, you'd have to ask my husband about that, because no one's gonna believe me. You're gonna have to wrap your hands in bubble wrap the day you have a baby. Are you kidding me? I'm so scared. I'm so scared that if I fucking, like, spawn a child, that, like, I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna fuck it up. I don't want to drop the baby. And I have to hold it all the time, because I'm the one that has boobs in this household. It's gonna be my responsibility to keep that thing glued to my tit, and, like, what if I drop it? You're gonna have to learn fast. I'll do my best. But that's part of the reason why I'm, like, talking to my therapist again, like, weekly. It's because, like, I needed a lot of advice. Especially with, like, anxiety. So, because I get anxious really easily. So I'm like, I need you to teach me how to manage my stress levels, because I do want to have a kid at some point in my life, and I don't want to fuck it up. Teach hubby to breastfeed. I don't think he can. You're older than your mom when you were born. Yeah, my mom was in her 20s. Hold the baby like a loaf of bread. I don't hold loaves of bread like a normal person, chat. I hold them with, like, I grab them from the top and just pick them up. So you're gonna feed your baby naturally? I was raised on formula. I was raised on formula too because I was a preemie, but if I can, I would. I mean, why not? It's not necessarily, like, better or worse either way, but, like, that's the way things are meant to go. Give your infant the necromorph plushie and indoctrinate them at a young age. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, like, 300 plushies sold is absolutely insane. Can I just tell you guys how incredibly grateful I am? Because when we first launched the campaign, I was genuinely worried we weren't even gonna hit the goal. Because I know how hard it is to sell things online. Hello, I have a Patreon. So I was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm big enough for merch yet. I was like, ooh, can we do it? And we did. And we did it in less than 24 hours. And I could not be any more proud of my community. Never doubt your things. I'm not doubting you butt fucks ever again. You guys really went above and beyond. And remember, if you haven't gotten yours yet and you still really want it, campaign is open till August 28th. That's when the pre-sale ends. More necromorphs for the necromorph god. I wonder if I can't talk Noir into, like, making a purple one next year. Because I would really like a purple one as well. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of my community, and I'm very glad that, like, you guys were here to be a part of all of this. I would put a purple one next to my pink one. I would have a pile. You're marketable. I mean, my necromorph form is really marketable. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased that we hit 300 because I was not expecting that at all. I was like, well, we'll maybe get to like 150 if we're lucky. Because again, it's really hard to sell stuff on the internet. But nope, the things popped off. And thank you very much because I'm going to cry. Your normal form is also marketable. Yeah, but I think that if I ever like wanted to do something with this form, it's better suited for like a figure more than a plushie. I think I would need to simplify my design a bit for a plushie. I'm not saying I have a lot of detail or anything, but there are little things, like for example, the teeth on my top. Or I guess I could make a goblin version. I've drawn those before. I want the keychain, not have people ask me what the fuck is that. It's funny. Really kind of off topic, but the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is coming out this week. Are you gonna play it? Oh, I don't know, actually. I didn't know. What game do you want to win Game of the Year? A Station 30 or 6 song? I would rather do the game that I've already played, I think. I want to see if Silk Songs has what it takes to be a Game of the Year, for sure. But I would not give it a nomination before it's even out yet. Hype is clouds your judgment, chat. Or a mousepad. I would love a mousepad. Like, if I ever get, like, a waifu cup, I know that usually you can do, like, a collection of merch. They don't just do the cup, usually. They do, like, the cup, sometimes a t-shirt, or a mousepad. Like, for example, Silvervale had her birthday merch launched, and I got the whole collection, because gsupps is awesome. And I noticed that there was, like, a limited edition V-card with her cup, and Eddie was like, hold on, and he sent me, like, the collection so I could check it out, which it's super fucking cute. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out at gamersubs.gg/kinkymation. It's fucking adorable. Because she didn't just get, like, a shirt and her cup made. She also got a rave stick, which I'm going to use to fucking make hand signals on my rooftop at night, and a plushie, which is adorable. No, so, and, like, the cup for Silvervale, Nanoless made the art for it, which turned out absolutely adorable. And the art that Nano made for the cup is also on the limited edition V-card. And if you know me, you know that I've, like, thank you, Eddie, I've, like, become, like, low-key kind of addicted to the V-card stuff. So I saw the limited edition cards and I was like, gimme! Oh, Silver's an incredibly sweet person. Like, you guys have no idea how nice she is. Genuinely would hug 10 out of 10. Booba mousepad, but it's a pair of necromorphs. I don't know if GamerSubs makes those. You guys don't know what the saddest thing is? I was actually in talks with a company to make merch, but sadly it fell through. Not because of anything that I did or anything like that, but they had to sell the company pretty quickly, and they just rebranded completely, so all the partners that were with the company lost their partnership. And since I hadn't even like set out anything yet, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like leave this be for now, and like merch opportunities will likely show up in the future. If anybody wants to make merch with me, just hit me up, email me, we can talk it out. But I think that like it was a case where I need to just be patient. That seems iffy. I mean, I can't really give many details. I didn't sign an NDA or anything, but like it was a shame what happened because they really wanted me on board because they were cool with the not safe for work side of things too. But sadly, something happened and they had to like sell the company, and they went to like a part which wasn't like, there was no partnership deals anymore. And that was part of the reason why I was on board to join them, was because I liked the partnership deal. But they didn't have creator partnerships anymore. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna see if they contact me, the new owners contact me and see if we can talk something out or not, and they never did. It was a shame, yeah. But you know what? Merch opportunities will come eventually. I am confident that if it will happen, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, no pasa nada. Like, I am happy with the way that my community is now. I'm very happy with my plushie, and I'm very happy with the fact that you guys support me on YouTube and on Patreon, and you guys come to the stream. That's the most important thing to me. Would you be opposed to making not safe for work merch at some point, like how Melly and Refa do? I would not be opposed to it at all, no. I mean, I already make not safe for work stuff. If you mean IRL, then I might have some reservations. I'm a bit old-fashioned in that sense. The most I could do is, like, pinups, I guess? But, I don't see myself opening a Fansly or anything like that. Unless it's for, like, art. Like Wave said, the plushie campaign is a good resume for how effective your merch sales is. I mean, we did pretty well. We did pretty well. Like, merch that I would like, if I am dreaming big, merch that I would really like is a figure, a body pillow, and the booby mouse pad.
Yay, 2 months,
Yay!
Lily G. Wiggle.
Baron, thanks so much for the sub. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, because I know that a lot of VTuber girlies do have, like, Fansly and stuff like that. Like, I know that Cottontail does. I think that Melody does as well. But they do, like, actual lewd tuber stuff there. What's the difference between OnlyFans and Fansly? I think Fansly is a streaming site. I don't know. Chat, does anybody know? Real question. Beyond giving you a better cut with getting over 100 sales, is getting so high ensuring better future with Noir or other merch makers? I mean, Noir has been really fun to work with. Noir has been great. They've communicated with me very openly and very continuously. They sent me the prototypes for everything really, really quickly. They sent me pictures. They let me like do any corrections or adjustments on the plushie. So for plushies, I think I'm going to stick with Noir. For other merch, I don't know. A lot of the times I think that if you want to make merch, I would rather wait for someone to approach me. Because that's usually how it goes. Because I don't have time to plan merch all by myself, you know? Unfortunately, what? Unfortunately, I'm like way too busy to plan merch like that, so I'd rather someone else take care of all the manufacturing bits and bops and the logistic things that make me nervous. Hi! Ya eché la cosita rosada. Chachareando. Yeah, Fansly's like Twitch. Like, I've seen some Fansly streamers in the past. Like, it's... Some of the setups are really fucking pro. Like, holy shit, I saw them and I was like, damn, okay, damn, get it, girly. Like, they have, like, actual animations of, like, the character fucking and shit. Like, some people, I think it was Ebiko, the one that I was looking at. Like, really impressive setup. So, like, yeah, it varies from streamer to streamer. I don't see myself doing that, per se. But I would make more not safe for work content geared for Lilyoth. An Ecomorph stress ball would be really fun. It would. I mean, I already have one. It's either VR chat or very complicated Live 2D. And other animated assets. I don't have Live 2D yet. I'm very happy with my PNG. Like, maybe someday, but right now, no. Dark Melody came back and she's mostly sticking to Fansly OnlyFans and whatnot. Not for now, she says, wants to goon the stress away right now. I don't blame her. Hi! Dream's asleep. But yeah, like, I've never, like, maybe a 3D model sounds really fun, but really expensive. That's not a stress ball, that's us. You're fine. Squeeze gently at least. No! Thank you very much for the follow! Like, would you need, like, 2 PCs to stream it? I don't know. God, I actually panicked because my honk was eating, like, 30% of my CPU in the past few days. Thanks so much for the follow. And I was like, BB! And he saw and he was like, whoa! What the hell is happening here? And I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, hold on, let me check your honk for a second. And then he went through it and he was like, I think I know what the problem is. Guess who forgot to delete all of the old models from the software? At first I was really worried because my new model is like really beefy. Like I'm really pushing the software to its absolute limit. But it turns out that I forgot to erase my old models too. So they were eating up the memory. Collecting models like web tabs. Yeah, because like you guys know that this one is like chunky. But the old ones were also like taking away from the memory. This one's just more animated. Lily, I know, my bad. Yeah, Honk is my VTuber software. My absolute favorite. Because it has such good lip sync. I think that, like, this might have better lip sync than a lot of Live 2D models. But Dizzy told me that you can actually do full lip sync for Live 2D as well. if you want to. But Live 2D does face tracking, so I don't know how it would work, because this one picks up sounds from my microphone. Did you delete them? Yeah, I took them off the software. Are you storing them somewhere, or are you completely deleting them? Oh no, they're still on my computer. They're just not loaded onto Honk anymore. Like, they're not loaded onto Honk anymore, but they are in my computer. Oh, I got a little caffeine-free soda with no peanuts in it! If I was gonna make a Lilligoth mage, should I use your full body model or your chibi model? They each have pretty different proportions. Use whichever one you want. I only use the chibi model for streaming because it's so readable. Yeah, Live 2D, I would like it for React content, or for, my opinion, for like, Live 2D would be good for streams like this, where we're just like, you know, you're just chatting shit. We're having a good time together. I'm spending an evening with my chat because I need to relax for a little bit. I've done so much React content this week, chat. It's not even funny. Like, everything just kind of like fell on my lap this week. I was like, gaming, no. Gamescom is happening. And then Kirby Air Ride. And then, like, you have a Bonanza thing planned. And it was like, I think I did mostly React stuff this week. I made a lot of material for future YouTube videos, which is good. But like, oh, tired. Is that tail a butt plug? What, mine? No. No, this one's real. Did you feel better after the peanut experiment? Yeah, I did. I got a little bit of heartburn, but it went away when I went to bed. The copy pasta readings were hilarious. I'm glad you like them. Peanut experiment. Oh yeah, like I made a sub goal. I made a sub goal that if you guys gave me 25 subs, I would try this southern tradition south of nowhere, I'm guessing, of like putting roasted peanuts into Coca-Cola and drinking it. I didn't like it. Hubby was neutral on it. Wave liked it. Metal hated it. Honestly, I might do like a lot more React content this stream too. If I'm trying to try and stream every day, I promise, but like I have friends over, so I might have to like dip on one at least. But I'm gonna be around, or we're gonna play stuff that's like really, really chill. I basically can't play anything that fries my brain right now. Cause like I'm gonna be out walking all day. Mama, that shit's exhausting. Wait, all of your old models, like before Lilligoth, and all your forms? No, all my forms are not loaded on. The thing that was loaded onto Honk was my old Lilligoth model and the Paulina model. Oh no, dramatic coffee pasta readings are on the table. Those we can do.
Love y'all, Lily. I have used my free sub every month since finding your channel. When's Homestuck reading for stream lol?
Oh, Punish Raccoon, thank you. I'm gonna cry. That's so sweet. Thank you very much for the sub. Very much appreciate the support. I don't know if I could read Homestuck on stream. My audience would leave me. Will you finish Bonanza's postgame? You're very close. Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream though. Speaking of sub goals, was Shantae the game the chat picked out as part of the chat's choice sub goal? No, that was Xenoblade, I think. It's been a month since you last used your old model. Almost, yes. I really like this one. I feel that I decided to get 10 hours of paid overtime at work by giving up one of my days off. Yep, even with work being light, I'm still drained today. It makes you so tired. All you have to do is walk around a little bit or use your brain a little bit more and boom, exhausted. The Haribo copy pasta was a trip. Have you ever played Outer Wilds? No. I like your avatar. How many different emotes and animations does it have? They're very expressive. The Honk can currently support 8. I have my neutral, which is this one. Then I have this one, which is tail waggings of cuteness. Then I have this one, which is my smug one. Then I have this one, which is just anxiety. And it sniffs. Then I have this one, which is like impassionate speech / angry. Then I have this one, which kind of speaks for itself. And then this one. You guys have no idea how many tries it took to animate her rolling her eyes at you. And then this one. So 8. Do you have plans for the rest of the Shantae games, or will you take a break after beating the first game? I'm probably going to play the rest of them as well. I don't know when, but I want to. Are you gonna do anything special for Silksong as you summoned it forth? And yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking chant for it when I get it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it on release. I might wait like a week or two, depending on what games I have on the docket. I do want to play DMC again, because it was really fun. Anxiety is your normal state, let's be honest. Yeah. If Honk had more slots, what emotions would you have? I would bring back the goblin expression, because I really liked it. And maybe a screaming one. I think that I'm probably going to do Kirby after Bonanza, yeah. I'm going to keep Shantae going, Kirby, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with that third slot. Yeah, we still... Oh, there's so many games I want to play and there's so little time. Things. I hate it here. Like, I want to play Yakuza, and I'm going to play Xenoblade, and I want to play more Shantae, and I want to play Kirby, and I want to play Silksong, and like... Bleh. Stress gag. When did you get so obsessed with the Shibari Boob? Oh, a while ago. I love it. And Silent Hill also needs to happen. I can't promise you guys like a full gameplay of that. Depends on how I handle my horror, but at least a stream or two, yes. Hubby's like, no, Leon. I was like, nope, it was a sub goal, you're dicked. The Shibari Boop is peak. I love that one! Fatal Frame, no. Did you play Expedition 33? Yeah, I loved it. What about Date Everything? Nah, not my speed. The sleep terrorist weakness is his wife playing horror games. He really is a sleep terrorist. Is he still trying to talk you out of it? Yeah, but like it's a sub goal, so it's not happening. Have you seen this new Superman movie? No, but I really want to. Like, you guys would know why I haven't seen the new Superman movie. You're gonna laugh. Because only one theater has Superman in English on the island. And it's really far away from my house. And it's only one showing a day. That's why I haven't watched it. I might have to wait until it comes to streaming. Really? Yeah, everything? Superhombre. So there's only one showing of Superman in English, and I don't want to watch it in Spanish, and it's like far away. And it's like... right before stream start. It's like at 8 p.m. By the time the movie's done, I would like barely have time to make it to stream, so that's why I haven't gone. Speaking of games, I was wondering if you've ever heard of D-Slight. Wanted to know your opinions on the designs for the characters. Also, first time seeing your 2.0. I love it. Thank you! No, I've never heard of that, actually. Okay, but you live in Spain. Yeah, I do, and normally more movie theaters have different showings. But I live in a pretty small island, and this is a fucking resort town. No one comes to this place to fucking watch movies. They all want to go to the beach. Then just cancel stream? No. No están streaming en España. Tengo que checar. Hi. Oh, so it's Spain Spanish. Onda Vital. Sí, güey, es castellano, me cago. Stream it from the movie theater. That's illegal. When's the second song intro coming? Soon. Thanks so much for the follow. What would be your next review? I don't know. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. I feel like Fansly would work as a means to dunk on hentai that makes you angry. Thank you for the follow. Here's the thing, right? I have a very tight... Like, I can only stream for 3 hours a day, and a stream for Fansly is a stream I would have to take away from Twitch and YouTube. Thanks so much for the follow, you guys. I knew a VTuber who was streaming through Discord his model to a green screen crop software and transmitting that to OBS. She was like 20 FPS max on every game. Oh, no. To be fair, I don't have a lot of frames per second here. Like, it's a PNG tuber, but I can simulate animation pretty well. So, I trick the eye very, very well. Yeah, I do have to review Digimon and Fortnite, but I'm gonna try and tackle the sub goals in order. I'm used to VTuber models crashing the stream on YouTube. Is that why not a lot of VTubers stream on YouTube? Like, I always thought to myself that, like, you are a fool if you don't dual stream, you know? Because, like, YouTube has so many people. It's thanks to YouTube that my average viewer count is now, like, 450 to 500. But I guess YouTube bandwidth can't handle the really, really beefy ones. Oh, Skeeth, thanks so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. That's so generous. Thank you. Will you do that Genshin clone ranking video later? Yeah, but like, I'm gonna have to put a fucking big fat disclaimer on that one that says, this is all in good fun, I'm roasting lovingly. But like, people are gonna get mad at me anyway. Thank you for the follow! YouTube is huge. Like, if you're a streamer and you have the bandwidth to dual stream, I would seriously recommend it. Happens surprisingly often in Holo streams I watch at least, or at least FPS drops. But doesn't Holo, like, exclusively stream on YouTube? I don't play anymore, but have you heard of the latest Zenless drama? I'm not playing it anymore. I was actually looking at, like, they showed me the new characters today. The Hoyoisms are strong with the new ones. And apparently I learned that there are actually 2 art teams, and that explains a lot. But I don't want to talk about Zenless right now. I'd need some pictures, and, like, I'm wiped. I came from YouTube just now. My dumb brain didn't even think about Twitch. I'm always on Twitch! Twitch is fun because Twitch allows animated emotes. Like, YouTube channel members have the same emotes that Twitch does, but YouTube is poopy butt, and YouTube doesn't let you animate them. Did you like Deltarune? You should take a look at Off, since that game's inspired Toby Fox on a lot of aspects for Undertale. Didn't he make music for Off? Or am I insane? I heard someone say that on the internet. Zenless dropping lots of characters recently. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it. I'm bored. Too many waifu. You're throwing too many things at me. My brain is overloaded. And they're all women. Give me some sausage. I know of Off because it, like, it's not a recent game, by the way, because it was around on, like, my Tumblr days. They said that YouTube could demolish Twitch in the streaming department if they gave a shit about it. That's not, a lie. They absolutely could. The problem is that they don't want to put a lot of oomph into it. So, like, the things that Twitch has that makes Twitch, like, a really, really cool experience, like, the hype train and the animated emotes and, like, the gifting and stuff and, like, the leaderboard. YouTube has a leaderboard, but they only added it very recently. YouTube doesn't have them. If YouTube actually put, like, their oomph into streaming, they could easily dethrone Twitch, but they'd rather not because they'd rather just host video. Isn't YouTube actually smashing Twitch? Like, Gamescom and YouTube have, like, 3 times the people watching. For big events, yes, they do demolish Twitch. Do you think that gacha games should have more gender balance? Yes, I do. You know what's a gacha game that actually does great gender balance? Fucking Arknights, mama. I do think so. I do think that, like, when you start oversaturating a game with women, I personally lose interest because I like this 50-50 split. It's more fun that way. I find that watching streams on YouTube is a lot more stable than Twitch. I've also heard that the stream has less issues on YouTube sometimes. Arknights is dope. Sylvani, hi! Thanks so much for the raid! Ratio's still unbalanced in Arc like Elite. Yeah, but I think that there's a decent amount of men, yes? I don't like this trend of only chasing what the fans want in Gacha, because I feel like it strips a lot of passion away from the game. Like, I don't know, it feels like you're chasing the money and not, like, actually trying to make a game that's fun. Is this the new model? Love it. Thank you! Watching Twitch drains my phone battery. Oh yeah, me with Instagram Reels. Correction, Chinese fans. It's all the fans. We can't put them all in one country, it's all of them. Having an obvious bias is fine if you're at front of it, like with Deep Space. But, like, if you're going to have a both, at least try and aim for a decent ratio. Zenless in particular is at a point of 2 times having no male S ranks. It's a little tragic, especially since 1.0 gave us goats like Hugo and Lighter. Yeah, there's not that many. Twitch Mobile is horrible. If you're watching streams on a phone, YouTube is kind of the only option. Oh! I like the way that Limbus does it. Limbus is really interesting because Limbus has a really small cast. It's 12 characters, and Limbus gets their gacha from skins. I think that if the writing is good, then you can care a lot more about the characters in the story because there's just 12 of them. The small casting is really good. The inherent issue with gacha character design is that they go for the absolute basic form of attractive appeal, ignoring basic concept that other things are appealing than just handsome young teenage boy or big booby girl. You hit the nail on the head. I didn't even have to say it. Yeah, you did. That's why it feels like a cash grab now. That's why with Zenless I get really frustrated because when 1.0 came out, Zenless had an incredibly strong identity. But then we introduced the MiHoYo design team. Water Kuma had that shit in the bag. Water Kuma, like, lolis aside, Water Kuma knows what he's doing. He's a good character designer. And when they, like, added the MiHoYo design team, that's when the quality of character designs for Zenless started to drop. Because, like, you can always tell when Water Kuma makes something because it has, like, really strong shapes and silhouettes and, like, the characters feel like they have a little bit more purpose. And then when the MiHoYo team does it, they just repeat the same outfit with different accessories. So, like, the MiHoYo team needs to get their shit together because they're not good designers. Water Kuma is, but the MiHoYo team I don't feel like it is. I think that they feel like if a character doesn't show skin in specific areas, no one's gonna buy the character, and I don't think it's true. Like, a lot of people don't love the new units because they just look the same. Honkai Star Rail, the space game, doesn't have a single non-humanoid playable character. Because they're afraid. They're cowards. They don't want to make aliens. Favorite Splatoon character design, go. Oh, Callie! Three characters have the same goddamn pants in 2.0 and Zenless. Yep, Jane Doe's pants. Billy's pretty hot and he looks carved out of steel. Billy was great. Like, the 1.0 cast for Zenless is forever going to be my favorite and, like, the cast that, like, I work with the most because they had such strong concepts. Water Kuma should talk to those designers and teach him how he designs the characters. He tries. Apparently, according to some articles, Water Kuma butts heads a lot with the other design team. Because I'm pretty sure the other design team just designed things to look cool and that's it. And that's not how you get good character design. You can have some cool things. Because, like, statistically, one of them is bound to stick. But for the most part, you just get repetition because the brain is used to patterns. And it's not the good kind of repetition. It's just, like, bland and samey. Are you still mad about the Annihilation Gang in Star Rail? Yes. Also, where the fuck is the sense of identity now? We had construction guys, police people, maid people. What do you get for factions in 2.0? Name a single organization or job that they belong at. I can't tell at a glance. And that's not good. I think that Zenless sacrificed its identity to please the fans, and they love it. Character story, that's the sad part. They're chasing the money. The OG dev team was very passionate about the project, and it shows. But, like, now it just feels like they're chasing the money. And that makes me sad, because, like, at its inception and, like, the premise, I love Zenless Zone Zero. I really wish I could go back to it and fully enjoy it, but I see the new units. I see, like, the amount of waifus that they spam and the CCP-approved goonerisms, and I just can't get into it. Because it's all the same now. You might as well be playing Star Rail. Thanks so much for the follow! Last time I saw the devs, they looked tired. That's because fucking Dawei stapled them to their desks so they would keep making crunch. And that's another problem. I think that the devs need rest. The devs need a break. Because being forced to pump out content like that every 2 weeks, no wonder things are going to get repeated. No wonder things are going to get tired and dated. Because you're not giving your creators time to create. They're just... I feel like they're, like, shackled to their desks and just forced to just go. I loved Alice. No. Alice is one of those characters that I saw her and I liked her, but I haven't played the story. I'm not completely opposed to working with MiHoYo. Let's get one thing clear. However, I will be a lot more selective about it in the future. Yeah. Like, I really liked Alice. I think the design is super cute. And that one's a Water Kuma one. But I don't know if I'm going to go back to, like, actively playing the game. It's good for streams, and it's usually fun, but, like, when we start hitting MiHoYo writing, like, 2.0, from what I hear, was just not it. 2.1, good. 2.0, me. Yeah, Alice and Yuzu are great. Apparently, they're allergic against melanin in every way possible. The darkest we get is 10. I mean, hasn't MiHoYo always had issues with that, though? Like, they busted up the White Pharaoh meme for Natlan, and everybody was still lighter than the White Pharaoh. Yeah, no, MiHoYo's always had an issue with darker skin characters. Like, we have, like, one. The Spook Shack team, I only like Alice and the Tanuki girl. I think that they're really cute, but everyone else, like, I saw the new Octopus girl, not impressed. Her outfit is a mess, and she has, like, no clear sense of identity at all. Yeah, Yuzu I like. Yuzu and Alice I love. And the panda and the tiger girl I love. Those are super Watakuma. The ones that I tend to not like are the MiHoYo design team ones. Never forget that Starville has 1 out of 80, and he's the worst character and his skill is called Shackle Breaker. Yeesh. Where are the black people? They don't exist in MiHoYo games, sadly. They try to be like, hey, look, we made the robot in the record shop black. That's diversity, right? Yeah, no. But they don't care about diversity. They care about money. They care about pleasing the Chinese fans more than everything else. And, like, China's hella racist, I'm sorry to say. I'm very glad I'm free from Starville. I've hit a point where with MiHoYo that it just doesn't do it for me. Like, I feel tempted to work with characters sometimes. And I might consider it in the future, but I don't want to go back to actively playing because after finishing Bonanza, right? Which was a game full to the brim, full to the gills of passion, raw love and talent, and just so much joy from the devs. I look at MiHoYo properties and I'm like, oh, this makes me kind of sad because 1.0 I could feel the passion. 2.0 I feel nothing. And that's just from what I can see. I can guarantee you if I played 2.0 I might feel the same way. But yeah, it's a shame that they got caught up in Gacha Crunch. I think that's what the problem is. I don't think that it's a MiHoYo issue, it's a Gacha issue, is the fact that, like, it's a live service, and they have to keep updating it every 2 weeks, and they have to just keep pumping out content, and they have no time to rest or to create. And that makes me sad, because they deserve that rest time, and they deserve that creative time. I feel so bad for the Zenless devs, because they clearly love the game, and fans initially did too, but I think that MiHoYo has probably been intruding in their art design space. I don't know. They absolutely have. That way, I feel, is like, chase the money, mama. Chinese companies can cook up fresh designs. Blade is fresh as hell. HoYo just doesn't. Yeah, HoYo just does not want to, I think. Yeah, you're right. HoYo just doesn't want to. Anyone who likes the gameplay for Zenless can just go play other single-player action games. Yeah. There is passion, and then it starts making money, and then all they just care about is making more. But believe it or not, that's a very common sentiment in the gaming industry. That's not a MiHoYo exclusive thing. Like, just so you guys don't say that, like, I'm biased and I hate MiHoYo. I don't. I promise I don't. That's a problem that's prevalent in the gaming industry, not MiHoYo. I dislike some things about them, and especially about their gaming practices, but MiHoYo's done a lot of really cool and interesting things in the gacha space, and you have to get them credit for that. If Genshin's gonna make Natlan in Mexico, Africa, and not make the characters look like the native there, they could have based Natlan on something else entirely. I think that they should have just based Natlan on something else, I agree. Let's not get it twisted. Basically, everyone else is worse. HoYo's just the most prevalent, and thus warrants the most discussion. There you go. Flame. Thank you for that. Yeah. MiHoYo's very, like, publicly scrutinized, but a lot of companies do the same thing. Yeah, the gacha gaming industry is rough for devs, I think. Live service is one of those things that if it didn't make so much money, it wouldn't be such a problem. But since it makes so much money, all the devs want to do it. And live service has that teensy tiny little baby detail. It's live. Not everyone can play 50 video games at once. It's impossible. feel like all the ideas for the supposed Nation of War went to Amphorius and Star Rail instead. Star Rail is getting more fantasy, which is very funny because, like, Genshin is getting more sci-fi. I can't train all these horses with so many gachas around. You're a degenerate. I feel bad that every VTuber I know is into gacha spending. A lot of VTubers that play gacha have also been sponsored by the companies. I've been approached by a few, but like they low-key kind of ghost you sometimes, so it's like, oh well. I would not mind playing gacha stuff on stream. Like if I was sponsored by MiHoYo, I would play it, no problem. Because there's still stuff about the games that I like. I just don't like the gacha-ism of it all, you know? Raid Shadow Ages. No, if I got approached by Raid, I would do it immediately. So many companies can't handle live service. It's not for everyone. The moment live service does begin treating it more like other games, they shut down. They ghost you when they see you being honest about your thoughts. Maybe, but like, here's the thing. If you want me to review your game and you don't want me to be honest, why are you asking me? I would love to review games, and I'm obviously going to like find all the positive things that I can, and I'm going to talk about all the nice things. But I think it's more a case that like, I don't think it's so much my thoughts. It's just that like they approach a lot of creators and some of them might be a better fit for their brand than me, if that makes sense. Overwatch 2 is getting a Persona 5 crossover rape. Oh, it's so dead! What about Infinity Nikki Lily? That one made me mad from the get-go. Cookie Run Kingdom. I love Cookie Run, but I don't like Kingdom! Like, Cookie Run is like the most aggressively monetized gacha on the market. Overwatch didn't need Persona for that. Oh! Yeah. One of the skins makes Genji white. Oh. Oh no. I lost my Cookie Run account because I used my guest login. No! Why would you do that? Always make the account or use your phone account. Genji has like 18 skins that make him white with her. Oh. I want to ask you, Lily, can Cookie Run Kingdom pass the cartoon? Yes, Cookie Run actually has some stellar character designs that I do want to go over because Cookie Run excels in character design through simplicity. So Cookie Run animates really well, so I think that it could probably pass for a cartoon. Genji, why are you white? Oh my god, Spanish! You can't just ask someone why they're white. Have you seen Love and Deep Space, Lily? Yes. I don't play it, but I do know of it. I need to make more artwork for the female gaze, so Love in Deep Space might be something I should get into. So I can draw hotter men, because, like, I need more girly pops. I need more girly pop asses in the seats. Ladies, we have to be in this together, because, like, I make not safe for work for everyone, but I do acknowledge that most of my audience is straight guys, and I think that I want to be more welcoming to the ladies. Yakuza, Lily. Yakuza. Is Yakuza for the female gaze? Yeah. Yakuza is designed for the female gaze, I think, yeah. Are guys, like, different from each other? Because every time I see screenshots of that game is the same guy. Oh, it's just Silas is really popular. No, Love in Deep Space has, like, 6 guys, and all of them are different, and, like, they're all, like, have cute, different personalities, but, like, we like the Dommy Daddy. Cookie Run gets on my nerve sometimes because I'll see someone post their favorite disabled characters in fiction, and one of them is a fucking baked good with an eye patch. Yeah, they do that. No, not yaoi. No, not yaoi. I just want to make some, because I don't usually draw yaoi. I just want to make some pieces or comics that have, like, a more focus on guys. Femboys or tomboys. Just men, chat. Just men. Men that women like. Men that women would want to fuck, not men. Like, I want to be a little bit more... I want to play I want to level the playing field so more girly pops like my work, too. Because I know a lot of them do already, but I do recognize that most of my audience is, like, guys of this straight variety. For what it's worth, you queening around your extremely aggressively straight audience is approximately the funniest thing ever. What does that mean? What does queening around mean? Educate me! You know what you must do, Jokechi. No, no gay. Well, yes gay, but no yaoi. I don't draw yaoi. It doesn't get me going as much as, like, Yuri and straight stuff does, and threesomes. Remember the Thor skin? Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, I love that one. when Zenless could make Lily be aggressively straight. Her meltdowns over Lightroom was amazing. Yeah, but now they don't do men anymore. More girly pops around here would be nice. More opinions. I like girly pop opinions, because I am one. But the Cloud and Sephiroth yaoi you did was good. I've never drawn Cloud and Sephiroth yaoi. I just like fucking... I like roasted a little bit, but I never actually drew yaoi, did I? If you found yaoi somewhere, it's probably not me. Would you ever do a cosplay, Lily? Yeah, I've done it before. I've cosplayed before. I painted myself gray in my Homestuck days. Y'all are Mandela affecting yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the Mandela effect. I've never drawn, like, yaoi. The AI-generated King Commission yaoi. I don't think my art style is, like, very good for AI-generated shit. Would you cosplay Lily Goth someday? Ooh, the wig for this might be hard. Like, I would love a version of I would love my jacket, but, like, the problem with, like, this particular design is that the wig would be a pain in the ass, because this isn't hair, these are tentacles. I guess I could do my human form, but I like the tentacles. People gaslighting themselves into thinking that you drew Cloud and Sephiroth yaoi. It can happen. What's the most recent photo of yourself that you're proud of? Would it be one of your wedding honeymoon pictures? All of the pictures that I am proud of are pictures that I can't share on the internet. How's the voice comment going? Oh, I actually have to talk to Apollo about it, but like we're gonna go and do the sub goals in order. So we start small. We start with like the new emo, and we start with illustrations, and then we work our way down. Yeah, one time I made Sephiroth as a lady, but like I didn't actually make yaoi. Hi. Why? You know why. Did you ever play AI the Somnium Files? The mascot looks like eyes on your head. Oh yeah, I love Aiba. But yeah, like I do take selfies on occasion and stuff like that, but like I haven't taken any recently. I wish I could take pictures around town, but like I'm terrified that I'm gonna dox myself. I noticed that the chest in your sleeve pops in one expression. Is that a conscious decision? Yeah, because like I'm squishing it. Like when I talk, I squish it. So yeah, that was completely intentional. You can stick things in here and you'd probably not get them back. Did you do face review or not? I used to stream with like a live face cam. I'm not like afraid of showing my face. A lot of VTubers would rather not for privacy concerns, but like my face has already been on the internet before. So for me, it's not so much a giant issue. I just prefer to use the VTuber because I stream really late at night. So putting on like a full face of makeup at like 10 PM sounds like a pain in the ass. Is the eye in your clothes organic? Which one? The one on like my heart cutout? No, that one's not organic. The one that's organic is the one on my neck. Yeah, I don't want to have to put on a full face at like 10 PM. Thank you, God. Yeah, the OGR streams. I only do face cam streams in Mexico. Because in those I can put on full makeup and not feel like I'm wasting makeup because I'm gonna take it off immediately. It's more convenient. The VTuber is really convenient. And I love this character. I love Lily Goth. I want to keep using her for as long as I can. I'm planning outfits and things. How was the peanut coke? Gross. The VTubers apparently streaming in the 90s because recording studios get pretty damn hot. Like, right now I'm in, like, a gsupps t-shirt, and sweats, but, like, back when Heatwave, gsupps t-shirt and, like, undies, and that's it. Hi! Outfits all in pink, maybe. Are we gonna get a full dress for the Game Awards this year, Lily? I don't know, I kind of want to make one, but, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Because, again, dress I can do. I would not change my hairstyle, but dress I can do. How do you feel when a studio makes a live favorite game to gain independence. If you use live service game money to make an actual video game, you have nothing but my respect. Like, Cygames did it, Game Science did it, Shift Up did it. MiHoYo can earn my respect if they did it, but they're never going to. They're chasing money too hard. Wait, I just thought about it. What do you mean necromorphs have shit depth perception? You actually have like 3 eyes with your ears. Oh, yeah, but they don't work as good. Question, have you tried birria tacos? And if you have, what meat do you prefer with it? I think I have. I think... Normally, the traditional is red meat, right? I think I have tried them before. They're very tasty. I've tried a lot of tacos in my day. Make it a full dress and make the little necromorph you squish in a water statue instead. Oh, I'm not fucking with the animations for this. Fuck no. Do you guys know how long it took me to animation test all of this? It was weeks. Fortnite is technically funding the Unreal 5 engine. There you go. Yeah, I wouldn't change my dress. I would probably just make my hair. I would make my dress and that's it. I wanted to, like, make one with makeup, but, like, I would have to go back and fuck with my sprites. I'm more of a cold man. I cannot stand intense heat, even with a short haircut. Oh, some people just cannot tolerate heat. I'm with you there, Raph. Summer costume, maybe? Like what? Like my swimsuit that I had in the Pink Thing comic? Okay, yeah. I've tried birria, but I didn't try it with lamb. I love... You know what I like? Tacos árabes. Me encantan los tacos árabes. Would you ever check out the Persona 5 Phantom X characters? Yeah, I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to make a character review with them because for as much as I don't like the game for being like a watered down version of Persona, I do like the character designs. As an artist, I'm sure that you've drawn body types of all different sizes. Has it led you to the belief that balance is important, aka medium is premium? No, every body type is valid. Right now, the zeitgeist is like really big, thick women. But I think that you should be able to draw every body type, just so you know how. I hate this summer heat is unbearable. It's cooled down in Spain some, thank God. You guys should see me. I'm like sitting in my chair like a goblin. Have you ever had kebab? Ooh, no. I've always wanted to try though. What surprises me is how much effort and ingredients can go into mole. Yeah, a lot. It's like our version of curry. Lily, Homestuck is coming back along with the release of the comic. Wait, seriously? Do you have a source for that? Because if that's the case, that's why they tried to take down the unofficial collection. It's back up now, though. Are you shrimping? Oh, yes, I am, actually. Thank you. Posture check! Also, gamer sub / soda break. Go get yours! No shrimping. Is the Coke with penis okay? No, ew! Twitter announced it today. Oh! So, I do believe that the unofficial Homestuck collection is still up, but that might be why they wanted them to take it down. Favorite not safe work artist besides yourself? I don't know. I really like In-Case's work, and I like Merunia's stuff. I think that the character's really cute. You don't have a spine. How could you have posture? It doesn't look nice to slouch, even if I don't have one. They both do great fluid work, if you know what I mean. Water, best flavor. No. The water on the beach scenes, I mean. No! I'm still, like, flabbergasted with how Buff Pup got away with showing pegging for her doggy soft flavor out. You guys don't understand. When I was talking to Eddie about, like, making, like, promotional stuff for my Gamer Subs partnership code and stuff, I was like, so what can I do? And he was like, you can make anything, Lily, so long as you don't get banned. So if I wanted to make, like, Lily Goth holding a tub of Gamer Subs between bare titty, technically I could. They just want us to have fun with our advertising. Lily, what? I haven't done it. But so far, most of my gamer subs promoting has been on stream. Oh, speaking of which, Wave, I need that unhinged ad read that I made for Yakuza. I would buy it with that advertising. Yeah, like, I haven't made a ton of gamer subs advertising, but, like, I'm planning to in the future. Just saw your comic, and I gotta say, Lois looks super happy to be plapped and be more experimental. Oh, I loved making the Superman comic. I thought that it should be sexy, but a classic kind of sexy. What if it's like Goblin? Have you heard about W Plays? Yes, I have. I've been like checking in on the drama. But like, I'm also surprised with the amount of people who have doxed themselves on there. They what? Yeah, they doxed themselves. They were like, look at this thing close to where I live. And it was like, oh, well, that's your actual country of residence and close to your house. Okay. What's the first thing you consider when creating an OC? I consider the story I want to make, and I always make main character first. Advertise it as Cowgirl, and it's just a picture of Berta. Yeah! Willie got chugging gamer subs while fully naked, surrounded by 5 dudes who are all worn out. All the astronauts that I'm gonna devour. It's fine if you live like in like New York or London or Singapore or something, but some people were posting like their small ass towns LMAO. Yeah, I was like, wait, why are some of you guys sharing these like hyper specific places? Doc's place. Hey, baby. Lily, when you were opening cards, did you find the elusive Hellhound? I still have 2 more boxes to go through. I remember that Sin Snap had prominent cleavage in her Gamer Subs promotional cup. Yeah, I mean, look at Scoo-chan's cup or like Silvervale's new one, and it's like titty out. Like, they let us do a lot of stuff. Like, I personally would make my waifu cup on like on the sexier side. Like, this model that I use is very good and it's very readable, but like in terms of like making merch, I think I would go with something a little sexier. We're just talking today because my brain is fried because I lived through a sitcom scene with my dog and I've been working and like, yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I need a minute. No, Lily, I'm talking about Cinder. Cinder is, I don't know, I don't think Cinder is in the new card set, is she? Like, I got Awakened Worlds, which is the new expansion set, and I don't know if Cinder is in it. I don't think she is, no. She's just gone. She dipped from the internet entirely. At some point, I'm expecting that she's gonna come back, though. I think she's still she was a Gamer Subs co-owner. I don't think that she would have given up on that. Your thoughts on the Cinder situation? My thoughts is that it's really complicated, honestly. Like, the only thing I can say about the whole thing is this. Just this. Never, ever, 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 ever say, especially in writing or if in a place where you can be recorded, do not say something to Discord to someone that you would not post publicly. Seriously. If you have nothing nice to say, do not say it at all. If you would not post something, do not send that message. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion. Everything is screenshotable. If you would not say it publicly, don't say it at all. She's probably gonna come back as a different alias. I don't think so. I think she's probably going to try and keep Cinder, because here's the thing, a different alias would mean starting over. That would tank her revenue with gamer subs, and it would fuck with a ton of stuff. I don't know what she's gonna do, honestly, but I can say that regarding everything that happened, just don't message people anything that you would not post publicly. Seriously. Once on the internet, always on the internet. Exactly. Don't view your friends as competition. That's also a thing you should be worried about. But like, here's the thing, right? I firmly believe that Cinder was a product of her environment. Streaming is a hyper-competitive industry, like super. And it's also an industry where, directly or not, everybody brags about everything. People are always showing off their successes and like their goals and the things that they've accomplished, and that can inspire a lot of jealousy amongst content creators. It feels like a fever dream how things that mundane can change in a single day. Companies found to be corrupt, people found out to be absolute trash of human beings. Nothing is sacred these days. Nope. Things can change at a drop of a hat. You have to be careful. She grew too fast and got into the competitive mindset. Yeah, I think that was the problem. I think that she probably didn't have the right mindset to be in the industry in a healthy way. And it fucked with her completely. Like, when you get too big too fast, it can fuck with your psyche. A random question for you, Lily. What's the plushie made out of? Is it soft? Because depending on the softness, I might end up holding it for hours. It's incredibly soft and squishy. It's super, super... Like, it's like... Almost like... It's like plushie material. Like, almost squishmallow level of softness. She has a bit of firmness, obviously, so she can hold that, like, sphere shape. But she's very squishy. She might have been a good person before that, but we don't really know. Well, I don't like to equate people to good or bad, because that's, like, really broad and really black and white thinking, and that's dangerous on the internet. I think that, like, like most people, she had good and bad things. She made a bad decision. She should not have done that. She should not have done that at all, honest to God. And she definitely should not have fucking put that shit in a place where it could be proven that she was doing it. But I don't think that we should just equate people to good or bad, because that's really black and white thinking, and that's dangerous. Can you eat the plushie across the room? Yes. Something to take from the constant VTuber situation is to stop putting people or companies on pedestals. The thing is that a lot of these girls are very famous, and they're famous in, like, almost an idol-like way. So people put them on pedestals all the time. So some people can deal with that fame really well, and some people can't. Man, it just makes me sad how Silvervale has been eating shit from every single corner. Silver is, honest to God, one of the sweetest VTubers, and, like, having talked to her for a bit and, like, working with her now, I would say that she definitely did not deserve any of the flack that she got. She's the sweetest person. She's very, very nice, and she's been nothing but a joy to work with so far, so... I have nothing but good things to say about Silvervale, personally. It doesn't help that she threw her boyfriend on the bus. Yeah, that wasn't the right move either. But again, it's a really complicated situation. The industry is hyper-competitive and super braggy and breeds a lot of resentment and jealousy. She should have just owned up to it. I think that if she had owned up to it and apologized and directly apologized to every single creator that she slighted, she would have probably had to take a break from the internet, but she would have been fine. The problem is that she kind of doubled down. Lily's fine in her little corner. Well, hopefully my corner doesn't stay little for long, but here's the thing. I approach streaming the same way that I approach my job, which is in an incredibly professional mindset. I take my job very, very seriously, and I take streaming decently seriously as well, which is why I don't get into drama with people. I don't start that shit. Like, an actual good entertainment is not going to go out of their way to start drama. Because, like, why? Why would you need to do that? Like, just let your skills speak for themselves. I think that I'm doing just fine the way that I am now. My growth is slow, but it's steady. We're getting there. And I like the way that I do things. And I think that at the end of the day, the best thing I can do for myself and for my career is to just be professional. Hi! Even if Cinder did apologize, she would be haunted for it even if she did change for the better. That's the problem. The problem is that the internet is super black and white. So, like, she could do a complete 180 and come back after doing therapy and introspection and work on herself, and people would still give her shit for it. She would still have an audience, though. Lily, I got an anime for you to watch. It's Senki Sesshu by Symphogear. It's a great idle action packed with anime. Very good moments and songs, too. Oh, I'll give it a look. Thank you. Thanks so much for the follow! no! It's sound advice, Lily. I've been in this industry, not VTubing or anything like that, but like I've been on the internet. I've been working on the internet for a long time. And artist clout might not be as loud as YouTuber and streamer clout, but you do learn some things. Some people don't go, yeah, it's hard. Some people are like really, people like to hyperfixate and obsess over things, so that does happen, sadly. Internet drama is toxic as hell, and there's way too many people chasing, starting, or encouraging drama. You wanna know why, chat? Because it gets views. Thanks so much for the follow! Drama gets views. I just caught a Clefairy leaf green and named it after you because pink thing. Yay! Thank you. One person has Deef and like 10 other people drop Google Docs. Yeah. No one is owed forgiveness, but like no one is owed anything. That's the thing. No one owes you anything. You have to. That sounds a little doomer. I'm sorry, but like that's the truth. What would you give us tips for small artists? Okay, depends on what, because I do have a lot of tips for smaller artists, especially nowadays that people get really, really frustrated with art as a career on the internet. My best tip to give is, this might sound, and a lot of people don't like doing this. I had friends that are allergic to making money and they don't like doing this, but if they had taken my advice, they would have turned out things really, really well. Don't discard fan art. Fan art is your friend. Fan arts can do a lot of things for your career. Don't throw fan art to the side because you're like above it or you only want to do OC. Mama, no one cares about your OCs. You can make people care about your OCs, but you need a following for that first. Start with fan art. That's like my main piece of advice. Start with fan art and make fan art of stuff that you like. You don't have to chase the trendy thing. No. Find something you like and make fan art of that. Because then you're gonna become known for that. Fan art is good. Fan art will open a lot of doors for you in this industry. My friends were like allergic to making money, and I was like, why don't you do this? Like, I think people would love this in your art style. And they were just like, no, because I just want to make my OCs. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm at a point where I can make a lot more OC work because I built a really big audience through fan art, and that audience wants to follow me into my original stories, which I'm very, very grateful for. But if I didn't have that following, it would have been a lot harder. Girl, your fan art is the only thing to check out. Oh yeah, thank you. Fan art is a good foundation. The other tip I would give small artists, draw stuff that you like. Yeah, draw stuff that you like, but don't discard fan art. The other advice I would give to small artists, if you want to make this into a career, if it's just a hobby, disregard. Do commissions and try out everything. Like, take every comm that you can. Because that's going to help you set, like, limits, find what you like to do, what you don't like to do, what you're comfortable working with, how much work you can actually feasibly do for yourself. But if you start a commission, don't fucking take money until you actually have an outline or a finished piece. The emergency commissions things where people take payment up front and then just never finish the thing happens because people lack the professional mindset. They kind of still see their artwork as a hobby. And when you see your artwork as a hobby, you don't have like the chops, the motivation to actually finish a piece and deliver it even though it's already paid for. So if you're going to be taking money from people when doing comms, know that the second you accept payment, this is no longer a hobby, this is a professional transaction, and you should treat it as such. And that's my only 2 tips. And don't get annoyed if you feel like you're not growing and shit. These things take time. How do small artists better the conversion rate? Is it to improve art or post more consistently? What do you suggest? Consistency is king. Consistency is absolute king. You could have the most amazing art style in the universe, but if you only post once a month because that's how long it takes you to finish a piece, you're never gonna get anywhere. Some artists manage that, but they're very, very lucky. Okay? You should be focusing on posting as much as you can. You don't need to do it daily like I do. I have my schedule down to a science, and it's definitely not something I would recommend normal people do. But you should post as often as you can. Do you ever miss doing pinups to comics? Sometimes, but I do pinups on occasion. I do miss it sometimes because I like putting more detail into stuff and comics don't allow for a ton of detail. But I do like making comics so much. I love telling stories. But yeah, I would say post a lot, as much as you can. A few times a week would be best. Like, daily would be ideal, but it's not necessary. you think it's worth getting an art degree or joining an art club or rely on your own drawing skills? I think it's always worth it to pursue higher education. Not so much for the skills you're gonna learn, but for the networking. The connections you make are completely fucking invaluable. You definitely should try and go to school, especially if you like art. For me, I'm self-taught, but I did have classes when I was in high school and I learned a lot of stuff, so don't discredit traditional forms of education when it comes to art. Have you ever accidentally closed the door on your tail? Yes, it hurts. This is advice that I gave my artists that I forget to take for myself. I'm finally to a point where I feel comfortable with my art, but I'm still a little bitch about opening comms. Oh, thank you for the super chat, and I hope you don't mind that I read it out myself because you swore, and TTS does not like swearing. Thank you for the super chat. I do think that when you're thinking of opening up commissions, you should do it when you're at a point where you're super comfortable with your skill level and you think that people would want to pay money for it. Sometimes people open up comms where they don't have the artistic skill level to actually do it, and then they get really discouraged when they don't get any. Work on your art first, and when you get to a point where you're like, you know what, I think I could sell this, then start trying. I think that I'll bounce now. Good to hear what you chat with us. Good night, everyone, as well. Bye! Thanks so much for coming! What's worse, Lily? Closing a door on your fingers or toes? Finger! Finger's the worst one. Alright, man, thanks, but I'm gonna make a career out of it. Then you embrace it as your hobby. You could also start with sketch comms, which are cheaper, easier to make. Yeah, you could use those to practice. At one point, where I had a little bit more time on my little baby pink thing hands, I considered doing furry commissions so I could practice them. Straight teeth. Oh, I think Hubby's back. You would have become rich! Maybe I would have. But I'm learning how to draw furries for other stuff now, too, though. I'm a bounce too. Final week before exams, I need the rest. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye! Good luck! You are in your furry arc. I am. Speaking of furry, you're still doing that, Isabel? Yeah, I had a little sketch page with Isabel's because I'm trying to see how I can nail her face. If you wear glasses, Lily, do you only have them for the human eyes, or do you have glasses for all your eyes? I only use them for the human ones. Human physiology seems to be the only thing that gives me issues. For some reason, you guys are not necomorph compatible for some things. Like, you look so pretty. Humans are so pretty. But your bodies are weak!
This art talk reminds me of the time the artist community was trying to cancel PewDiePie because he was doing a self-taught drawing challenge.
Oh, artists give each other shit all the time. We're all little bitches. Thank you for the super chat lurking. If you're just doing art for fun like a hobby, do you think it's bad just drawing stuff for your friends, even though they don't really give anything for the art? I don't think it's bad at all, especially if you're just doing it as a hobby. Practice is practice is practice. Fuck you, my body's a temple. Your bodies are weak and they're super fucking fragile. Everything goes wrong with human bodies. Like everything, it's so annoying. PewDiePie's learning how to draw. And Markiplier's in the hospital again. It's like, what are you guys doing? I thought about drawing, but honestly, I don't like it as much as writing. I mean, you really have to find the artwork that you're good at making. Your bodies are weak, but it's okay because humans are so cute, so I forgive you. How do you come up with names for your OCs? Sometimes I try and, like, name them after stuff that I'm gonna do in the story. Sometimes a name just feels right. Wait, Mark is in the hospital again? Yeah, I think he's fine, but like... he posted a hospital selfie and he was like, ha! When do you have healing powers from the comic? Guys, I'm Eldritch. I can make anything. Of course I can heal you dumb fucks with spit. The thing about my species is that I'm a shapeshifter and I can also make things, so fixing up some human tissue is really not a big issue. I can't believe that Markiplier never learned how to chew his food until recently. What is he, a dog? There's literally a Twitter account dedicated to counting the days since Mark went to the hospital. I'm not surprised! Something about not chewing enough and this digestion is jacked because of it. Chew your food. Have you seen how he eats Takis? Please tell me he doesn't deep throat them. That shit is like a fucking first-class ticket to a bowel obstruction. Can you rejuvenate someone from disintegration? Even I have limits. No, worse. How does he eat Takis? You coughed up your furniture, didn't you? Yeah. Can you regrow someone's missing limb? If the cut is fresh, yes. If it's already scabbed over, no. There's a video of it. Oh, no. Can you fix my marriage? Sadly, no. So Mark just bends over his plate and makes vacuum cleaner noises before the plate is sparkling clean. I think that's what he does. Is he in the same universe as the Indie VTuber universe? I mean, I guess? But I think that a lot of people would not consider me a VTuber. Are there any criminal necromorphs we should worry about, or is it peaceful on that end? The only criminal thing that you're ever gonna run into from my home planet is, like, me. Can you shapeshift into inanimate objects like prop hunt? Not that easily. I can mainly do organics. I consider you a VTuber. Oh, thank you. How long did it take for you to feel comfortable with your art style? Many years. There's two ways to make an art style. The organic growth of your art style, or brute forcing it. I've done both. But, like, my art style has come through, like, a lot of organic growth and a lot of study. And I don't think I ever, like, I grew to, like, be like, yes, this is the art style that I love until, like, a few years ago. Like, 2 or 3 years. When in doubt, push through the pain. No! Sometimes. Sometimes you can push through the pain of, like, the growing pains of drawing, but, like, sometimes you can't. I think that baby monitor's giving background noise. Oh, I can tell them to shut the fuck up. Hold on. 1 second! My dog is awake because of it. Gotta turn down the baby monitor. There we go. Hi, puppy! Say hello! I snatched the dog! I snatched a creature. Here she is. Here she is. You have a vet visit tomorrow morning that you're not at all excited for. My baby monitor that I have in the kitchen. I didn't get to see the full video. Did we end up putting the goal for live 2D model? No, we didn't. I'm probably gonna get one at some point in my career for just chatting streams, but for now I'm good with this one. Disgusting creature, affectionate. Eh, baby. I wasn't expecting the grunt, because dog was, like, meandering around the office. But that you caused a sitcom scene in the house today. Defend yourself. What do you have to say for yourself after you made me make a mess in my bathroom?
La criatura of Moss.
She does speak. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, the baby monitor is so I can hear the intercom when someone comes to deliver a package, because my office is fucking soundproof, so I can't hear it otherwise. What did she do? I tried to give her, like, a very quick rinse because she got super, super dirty, and she ran out of the bathtub, and I left the shower on, and the shower head was, like, flying everywhere in my bathroom while I was chasing her outside. She doesn't like bats, no. Does she ever bark? She does sometimes, but she's mainly like a snorter. She's innocent. No, she's not. She's terrible. Do you have, like, a consistent form when you transform, or can you mix and match parts? Like, can you have crab hands while in human parts? I can do anything. My most consistent form is this one and the human one. I like both of them. What dog likes baths? Some of them do. Mine doesn't, though. If she was innocent, she wouldn't have ran. She ran because, like, running water scares the shit out of her for some reason. How is puppy with people? Friendly or shy? Super friendly. You're You're still sitting on me, huh? Speak more. Belly full of soup. Vet visit tomorrow. No te enojes. Ew! That was a noise. That was disgusting. Horrible. Disgusting. She's not even mad. She just made a really gross noise. Vile is El Diablo! What was that? That was my dog making a noise. Thanks so much for the follow! Now she's licking my hand. Don't get mad. No. Grouchy. The sound of a beast. She's mad because she has shots tomorrow. Are you sure your dog isn't also Eldritch? Oh, she is. I named her after Ebrietas, daughter of the cosmos. Does she snore in her sleep? Yes. Alright, you can stay in the other chair in the office if you want to, or you can go down. The choice is yours, puppy. Does she know she has shots tomorrow? Oh, she can always tell. Pause. French Bulldog. She's being proactively spiteful for the coming shots. I feel like this is preemptive karma. I really do. Bloodborne fan detected. Yeah, girl. What are the shots for, if you don't mind me asking? Just a normal vaccine she needs to get every year. Like, by law, your dog needs to be vaccinated against certain things, one of them being rabies. So she's starting her shots next week. And then in September, she has the rabies shot. What's my favorite anime genre? I like magical girl animes, but like... I like romance too. Rabia Bordetella, las dos. The top-ups, yeah. Dogs need shots for rabies every year. Can you play Bloodborne so they can take off their clown wigs as well? Yes. Do you like LEGO games? I love LEGO games. I also brushed her today and she got really mad. Good night, have an amazing day, morning, evening, whatever, just have a neat time or something. Thank you. Hi, Lily. I was taking a nap and I ended up here sometime. Did you sleepwalk? Thanks so much for the follow. My favorite cat breed is ragdolls. There are a lot of maintenance though, so I would probably not have one. Ragdolls and British short hairs I like a lot. How much Precure have you seen, Lily? Surprisingly, none. Have you seen an anime called Gushing Over Magical Girls? I tried. I tried reading the manga because the premise seemed interesting. And they lost me at fucking repeating that the girls were middle schoolers over and over and over again. I don't like the PDF bait at all. I think it's gross. It's borderline porn, and they keep mentioning how all the characters are like 14-year-olds, and that just kind of grossed me out. That's why I couldn't read it. Like, if they never mentioned the ages, I would not have cared, but like, they zeroed in on that stuff. Yeah, it was really creepy. Very, very much creep factor on that one. Did you watch Madoka Magica? Yeah, I like that one a lot. Have you seen Burmese Mountain Dogs? Yes, gigantic. Why does Japan love lolicon? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, if the anime was about adult magical girls, I would be all over that shit. I would love that shit. An adult MILF woman? Fuck it. Lollify her and make sure she has a diaper fetish. Ugh. Every time. That's why part of the reason why I wanted to make Magical Miss Lucy an older woman. Because I was like, we don't get enough magical girl goodness from older characters, so I want to make one. The manga has also been in hiatus for quite a while now. Really? Interesting. Yeah, Magical Miss Lucy is a magical girl genre. Oh, hi, puppy. You gonna come back and sit with me, or do you want to go to the floor? Was it also to give her a legit reason to have fat bags? No, I just wanted to make an older one. Puppy's here. Would you ever go back and see the new Heroes of Deadlock? Depending on how many they've added, maybe. The anime of the island of sex is all around Twitter, and I'm like, please get the shit off my feed. The anime's weird. 30-year-old girl failure. Lucy, a little bit. She has her issues, okay? So Sailor Moon, but she was menopausal. Lucy's not menopausal. Lucy's 30. Lucy's still very much breedable, chat. Have you ever heard of Precure? Yeah, I know about Precure. I want to give Lucy a hug and cuddles. I think she would enjoy that. Yeah, menopause is like hag era. Lucy's in like the best years of her womb's life. You only start struggling at like 50, I think. Oh, sweet summer child. You start struggling to conceive after age 35. Women have a very like strict bio clock for these things. So like, I think your peak fertility is 25, and you start decreasing, not by much, bit by bit every year at like 35 and up. You can still have a kid, obviously, it just takes a bit longer to get pregnant. What? Wait, I thought that was a joke. Not exactly. Like, it's not like you hit 35 and your eggs shrivel up and die, absolutely not. But you start taking longer to conceive because you have less quality. So if your egg doesn't have good quality, it won't implant properly. Does that explain why tweens get easily pregnant? Yes, a lack of education, not to mention that you start at like you start at a very really high fertility rate, probably means that there's more cases of teen pregnancies. Yeah, you can still have a kid past 35, but complications and miscarriages are more likely. Yes, like I talked to my doctor recently because like of course I did, and she told me that like you can still have a kid in your late 30s. You only start having a lot of complications and a lot more, like, higher chance of congenital defects and shit after age 40. So it's better to, like, do it in your late 20s, early 30s. Hi! Damn, you really are made to breed and die. Every animal is. Are you familiar with Gacha Kuta by Kyorona? Yes, I am. I'm watching it. I watched an episode today. Amazing art style. Love their magic system. My mom had my little brother at 41. Yeah, it's not impossible. Where it says you might need a C-section at birth. Oh, that's gonna be me. I just know it. I was fine with it until they told me, no, you have to be conscious for it. I was like, what? Yeah, apparently you have to be awake for that. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, most animals have the purpose of like, grow up, breed, die. It's kind of serious, so you're gonna stop. Please stop projecting twins onto my future. Like, hubby's trying his best to fucking manifest it, and I'm like, do you have any idea how stressful a twin pregnancy is? Ask my mom. I was a C-section baby myself. Would you review more reverse 1999 characters? Maybe. At least you'd be unlockable. Yeah, no, they can't cut you open without that. And your mom would say, good, suffer like I did. When hubby told my mom, what if we get twins? My mom was like, no. And I was like, huh, that bad. And she was like, you have no idea how much more stressful the twin pregnancy is. Cause like there's a little, it's not that it's super dangerous, but like things get a little bit riskier. Suddenly triplets, then I would never have to get pregnant again. Are you a twin? I'm a twin. But I'm fraternal, so I don't know if I have the genetics to have twins. So hubby wants to manifest twins in his future, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hate you if you actually manage it. I just walked in, Lily's pregnant. No, 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 no. We were just talking. I'm not pregnant. No, not. not yet anyway. We were just talking about, what were we talking about? Like, how old you have to be to, like, consider your pregnancy, like, geriatric. Like, what's, like, the oldest a woman can be? Because someone said that, like, Lucy from my webcomic, well, not Lucy, but, like, said they were like, oh, yeah, like, menopause shit. And no, she's not menopausic. She's, like, 30. She's still fertile, and then just snowballs from there. But no, I'm not pregnant. I don't even know if I would tell you guys until I was, like, very late on. 35 is considered geriatric pregnancy. I think that's wild. Not yet. I mean, I do want kids in the future. Chat wants grandkids. I love how it's chat's grandkids. I love how the chat is like, these are our grandkids now. What, like, you guys aren't my parents. What would it be? Nibblings? Yeah, I got cut out from my mom when I was a baby. I was a preemie. Give us grandchildren. My grandma said that to my husband with a straight face.
Don't talk back to us, young lady.
Hey, baby, thank you for the bits. Okay, just because I'm a huge fan of the show, what do you think of Ruto in Gacha and the music? Music is amazing. I really like Ruto. I'm very much enjoying this shonen because it has a very distinct visual style, and the magic system is really interesting. I'm gonna be real, I don't think the internet should know it all for various reasons. Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep most details like that to myself, like, until after Babby's here, most likely. I would only really tell, like, close friends and shit. Because, like, there's a lot of weird people on the internet, and the less people know about my personal life, the better. What show? Gacha Kuta, I think is what it's called. I just call it the trash shonen. Not because it's trash, but because it's literally about garbage. With how you announce how you were married, you'd only announce it the day after you went to deliver. I would be, like, holding the baby, and I'd be like, guess what? Did you see that your plushies are finding over 300 at 311 right now? Yes, I did! I'm so happy, I'm gonna cry. I already have a bunch of dipshit children in my chat, alright? You guys are my kids. That's what I need right now, is to fucking raise my internet children. Lily just disappeared for a while after giving birth, and she just goes, oh yeah, sorry, I was gone, I had a baby. That sounds very on brand, actually. And then the day after, you'd announce another big project. Eh, baby, yes. Mom, I put the hamster in the washer again. Congratulations, it's dead now. I bet chats would deduce that you were pregnant before an announcement. Probably not. Believe it or not, I can be very discreet about things if I want to be.
Did you know there's an animated movie where a guy gets pregnant after kissing his alien girlfriend for the 7th time, and there's a birth scene and pops like 10 babies?
He was pregnant? Thank you for the super chat. Since you have eyes on your ears and your neck, do you have eyes on your butt? I have eyes on my hips. Context for new chatters. Lily did not announce that she was married until after months later while she and hubby were on their honeymoon. Oh yeah, I wanted to wait. I don't have any social presence on lives because why the fuck do I need to tell what happens in my life for everyone? I mean, you don't need to tell people what happens in your life, but...
Maybe a dumb question, but if you've seen Panty and Stockings, which character is your favorite?
I'm a huge fan of Stalking and Scanty. I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep watching Panty and Stalking, though. On my hips, yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen my, like, Eldritch form when my, starting screen shows up, but I have, eyes on my hips. I can close them, though, so they don't bother people. I mean, no one suspected that you were married, so unless you let it slip, I highly doubt it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can keep things pretty discreet if I want to. Have you seen Dandadan? Yes, I love it. The Twink Angels are funny. Can you actually see out of them, or are they decorative? I can if I want to, but I prefer to concentrate my vision on the human eyes and the eyes on my neck. Just so things don't get overwhelming. I don't really need all of my eyes unless I'm doing the full Eldritch thing, and right now I'm, like, happily in the form that's not as spooky scary as full Eldritch, but it's also not at all human either. Did you see the new episode of Dun Dun? Yeah, I did. Do you have human ears under that tentacle hair? No, my ears are the ones on top of my head. Yeah, I don't have human ears at all. My original concept work for Lily Goth was I was gonna have a human form, completely human, and then I manifested cat or girl ears for some reason. We're gonna get the plush. If you type exclamation point plushie, you will get the link for the plushie. Okay, puppy, do you want to go? You can leave. She's been on my lap this whole time. Say goodbye to chat. Go to bed. You despise the double ears with the intensity of 1,000 burning suns. I really do. Does that mean that you use the long telephone from Uma Musume to call people? Yes. What the fuck is that monster? Oh, my dog! He's just around. Hi! I remember when you were making the Zodi cats, they weren't even cats at first. No, they've always been cats. Full Eldritch on Halloween when? I've been thinking about making a full Eldritch version of my model, but like... Oh, I'm so tentacly, chat, that like it might take up a lot of screen space. Like I have a skull on my back, and I have like like 6 tentacles at least, and like they're everywhere. Did you watch the Kirby Writers directly? Oh yeah, I already did. I think Wave is editing it down. Don't care, we want to see it hot. I mean, you guys know that tentacles can do things. Well, look what I can do with my hair. Whose skull? You don't need to worry about that. A skull. When did you realize you love cat girls? I've always liked them. Should we expect Okaru and Momo comic at some point? Maybe at some point, yeah, once the season is done. With anime, I have to stop caring about the continuity and just do whatever the fuck I want because I get really held back by that. I'm like, well, the season isn't over, so I can't yet, so I have to stop caring. So your ears function as both visual and audible. They mainly work for hearing. The eyes on the top of my head, like I can use them, but I'm not focusing my sight on them. What kind of tentacle would you like to be fucked by? Preferably something girthy. Where's Bertha right now? In the satellite. Oh god, you're the species that hunts like the predator. Luckily for you butt fucks, my preferred source of nutrition is media, not meat. I like human schmeat though. But for the most part, I don't need to like eat other species. I just like information. He wants dick. Schmeat! What company did you steal that satellite from? It said Star something. Are you ever gonna get more metaphor comics? Who knows? Who knows? Who's to say? That's what you did with the Marvel Rivals characters. I do like drawing Marvel Rivals. I still have a lot of Marvel Rivals to draw, actually, believe it or not.
BTW. The Twink Angel boys made me happy. Seeing boys giving fan service and not just girls was so refreshing. I'm not even bi, but honestly, would.
Hey, thank you for the super chat. I like the Angel Boys too. I love seeing some guy fan service. It was like, oh shit, abs. So you would just eat my brain and not the rest of me. That's not comforting. Eat your brain. What am I, a Neanderthal? No, mama, just show me a movie. I'll lick the screen. One Piece update. I'm sorting out the sub goals for the subathon. Hubby has presented an idea I like for One Piece that I'm going to start reading it relatively soon, and I'm going to give you guys like an update, brief One Piece update at the start of each stream, and then Wave can compile them to make like a bigger unhinged video. Brains aren't dark, like gray matter doesn't do anything for me. I need information, not brain. Would bad movies equal a bad diet? It's more like junk food. When are you reacting to Blade and Marvel Rivals? Soon. I usually don't do more than one Marvel Rivals video a season because I want to have enough context for content for a full stream. That's why I don't do them that often. I have to say that it pisses me off that many people make Nazi work about werewolves and don't utilize the main function of the knot. Oh, I would love to, but Patreon would get really mad at me. That's why I don't, personally. All of the furry artists that I follow draw, even if they draw only furry on furry, they draw normal dicks. Because Patreon does not like animal genitalia at all. Can you also say who your favorite character is at the point of doing hot take? Yeah, sure, we can do that. How's that subscribe star coming? Ugh, I have stuff on it, I just haven't launched it officially. Let's not forget how much work it was to even get a solid answer for Wolf Daddy and Zenless. That one took a while! Does that mean no double dick side? Unfortunately, no. Hi! Have you seen Chainsaw Man? No, I haven't. I'm like two minds about it because I hear that the story is really good, but I also hear that like it's gross. Have you made furry art? Yeah, I have. I'm in my furry art arc right now. I'm getting better at it because I wanna attract two types of audience. I wanna attract the girly pops and I wanna attract the furry people. Hi, did you see the new Deadlock characters? No, not yet. Have you seen Makima? Yeah, but isn't she like awful? I read the manga and I stopped mixing with way because I wasn't getting it at all. It's gross and depressing. Oh, Joy, my favorite. How packed is next month going to be, like, content-wise? Very. There's a lot of stuff to do next month. And I'm gonna have to pull overtime because I have friends visiting in October. Aren't you one of those people that says if evil, why hot? Oh, I don't even question it. I just fold like a wet paper napkin. What's the hardest gaming channel that you've ever accomplished? Oh, Millennia, easy. Friends coming over, sounds like free labeler to me. I don't have enough drawing tablets or the patience to teach them how to color for that. I'm not checking DMs right now, Metal, I'll do it in a sec. Have you done drawing your viewer stream? No. Have you watched The Naked Gun? No. I know about Power because Power is gross. The Blade of Tequila. Oh, my liver. I don't recommend doing that. Do not do that. You heard of the new War of the Worlds movie? The one with Ice Cube? I saw Papa Meat talking about it. The one filmed in a Zoom call. Yeah, I saw Papa Meat talking about it. It was really funny. I thought that couldn't be real. It was. It is real. That alien is you. Yeah, but I'm not harmful. Have you ever drawn body horror, Lily? A little bit. I've dabbled. You consider making that kind of stream? What kind? They're adding interactions on Deadlock now. Oh, nice. I don't know how else to put it, but the new War of the Worlds feels like such a phone movie. Oh, yeah, a movie you watch and then, like, in between you scroll through Instagram. What was your motivation to make your character an Eldritch Horror? The shapeshifting. I've always liked that. Back before, when my model was a lot simpler, a big thing that drew me to the concept for Lilygoth was being able to switch up my appearance whenever I wanted. Now with this model, it's a lot harder to do because it's 7 times the work. But with my original one, I could switch outfits and forms in pretty much 2 days if I needed to. So that was like the big drive. That was like the big gimmick behind my character initially. I can still shapeshift, but now I can't do it as often because this model is so much more work. And since for my YouTube videos, I use this design, it makes sense that I would use a model that animates more and that uses my base design for everything. Can you crunch my ball and spin like Sonic? Yes. From what I heard, the new War of the Worlds is so bad, it's a good movie. Like, Papa Meat made a video about it, and it was hilarious. I do miss the old gimmick, but the design is very nice. Like, it's not buried completely. I can still do it, but I just need a lot of time in advance to prepare the model. Got a favorite anime, Lily? A lot, actually. I like the Fate series, not Grand Order, although those are very good too. I like Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel. Never got to watch the Saber one. And Fate Zero. I also really like Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, and the first season of Panty & Stocking. Those are some of my favorites. I am a Trigger stan. I'm according to my husband, a giant Trigger cocksucker. How does it feel to glaze them all the time? To which I say, shut the fuck up. But I do enjoy the studio. I think that they're fun. What's your opinion on cults dedicated to you? No blood sacrifices, please. Not on the carpet. Do you like Power Rangers? I watched some when I was a kid. What about Panty & Stocking Season 2? Not sold on that one yet. Like, we've had 2 good episodes. Out of what? 8? I don't know, but if an anime needs to wait till, like, episode 6 to get the plot rolling, you've lost me already. You need to fucking take a little bit less time to do that. But I will say that the last 2 episodes were fairly decent. They felt more like Panty & Stocking, which makes me wonder if they had different writers, or like if another writer was taking care of the first 6 episodes and the OG Panty & Stocking writer did the next 2. I'll have to watch this week and see if it keeps improving or if it like regresses back to like shit tier writing. Have you seen Heaven's Feel? Oh yeah, I loved it. I usually give the anime 3 episodes. If I'm not into it by then, I'll drop it. The 3-episode rule is real! I gave Panty & Stocking a bit more time because I'm a huge fan of the original series. But yeah, if by episode 6 nothing would have happened, I would have dropped it. It's been like 12 years since the first season. Yeah, it's wild, like 15. I haven't watched the new Panty & Stocking, but wasn't the first series largely episodic Monster of the Week stuff anyway? It was, but it was well-written episodic Monster of the Week stuff. You'd have to basically watch, and I recommend that everyone who's watching the new Panty & Stocking that doesn't get what I'm talking about do this. Watch the first season, and then watch the new one, and you will very easily be able to spot the differences in writing. You might not see them if you haven't watched the anime in a while. In fact, for a second I thought I was insane until I went back and I watched the first season and I was like, no, something is different here. Wasn't there a Transformers parody episode in the original? Yes, there was. It was really funny. What do you think of Dungeon Meshi? Honestly, I think that Trigger should do more anime adaptations. The Trigger curse happens when Trigger writes their own IPs. The Trigger curse really fucks with them because I think that they're kind of shit at pacing. But with Dungeon Meshi, since it was an adaptation, they were able to use their amazing animation towards full unlimited potential because they didn't have to worry about rewriting or about writing everything from scratch. So Dun Meshi was actually a really, really good adaptation. I really like what Trigger did with it. Like, super props for hand drawing all the monsters too, instead of doing them in 3D. Most anime series only get like 12 episodes on average, so if it takes 6 to start your plot, there is a problem. Yes. As someone who did just that, I don't agree. The best episodes are after episode 6, once the Demon Sisters show. The first couple episodes were pretty mid. The first episode was really solid, but like, here's the thing. The other episodes, they might not have had as much plot as the episode with the Demon Sisters, but they did break down Panty & Stocking's character pretty well. In the new one, it doesn't show a lot of them, if that makes sense. Like, they're there, but they're like condensed to like their basic character points, and that's it. Stocking was barely like around in the first 6 episodes of the new season. Now she's doing more stuff though. I'm happy to see that. Fun fact, Trigger loves their gays so much that most of the content towards Farseal is actually Trigger slightly changing scenes to make them more intimate. Trigger likes gay. Who's your favorite character, Lily? I'm a Saber stan, and I also really like Ryder and Sakura. I've also been checking out Frieren. Any thoughts about you've seen? The first half of Frieren's first season was masterfully made. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a really nice take, a different breath of fresh air on the fantasy genre. Once we hit the tournament arc, I was like, boo. Because it wasn't necessary, you know? Like, the tournament arc for Frieren I didn't love, but the first half of the season was great. Animation was still phenomenal for both of them, and the story writing is still really solid. I just personally find tournament arcs to be a little bit boring. I did draw a Fern comic. I haven't done a Frieren one, though. Hi! The best tournament arc I've ever seen is one from My Hero. It was handled really well. Oh yeah, it was actually a decent tournament arc, I think. My Hero had a good one. I made it to My Hero Academia. I made it like all the way to like the end of season 3, I think, and then I stopped. I should probably go back. Oh, my favorite shonen, and the only shonen I've consumed to completion, well, quote unquote, because the comic is ongoing, is Hunter x Hunter. And the problem is, Hunter x Hunter has ruined me for other shonens, because Hunter x Hunter is the best written shonen out there, by far. At least, like, the anime adaptation. So I've been ruined for other shonens, because, like, Hunter x Hunter took all the shonen tropes and just made them better. I genuinely think that that anime is a masterpiece. It's like, the first season is kind of slow, but once you hit season 2, it hits you like a fucking roller coaster that you do not want to stop watching. Yeah, the character writing in Hunter x Hunter was amazing. Is the anime complete or was it on hiatus? Technically, Hunter x Hunter's anime is on hiatus. However, the way that they wrote it makes it so if they never make another season, the anime ends on a really, really good note. I think that I'm satisfied with the anime in Hunter x Hunter ending the way that it does, because all of the plot points that were like set for Gon get fulfilled in Hunter x Hunter. So if they never make another one, it's fine. It had an ending that works really well if they don't pick it back up. It's a great story. Like, I will say that the Chimera Ant almost got me. I almost quit Hunter x Hunter in a specific episode of the Chimera Ant arc, like the one with Netero, you know the one. And because I was like, that is shonen bullshit, but like hubby was like, no, keep watching, please. And then I did, and I cried so much, but it was like, it was so clever and so well written. I can't say more about it because I want you guys to watch it. Please watch Hunter x Hunter, please. Lily's asking nicely. I literally just noticed. Do you have a blinking eye on your neck? Oh yeah, I do. My neck eye is like the main eye on my necromorph form. I can see out of this one. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? No. How long is it? Hunter x Hunter has a decently long anime. How many episodes is it, things? Because Hunter x Hunter has the exam arc, and then we have the Heaven's Arena arc, which is with them when they're learning how to use Nen. And then we have the Game Island one. And then it was Chimera Ant. Greed Island, yeah, the Greed Island arc. Then we have the Chimera Ant arc, and then the Election arc. So it's like 6 arcs, but some of them... Oh, I forgot about the York New arc. Yeah, that too. So it's like 7 arcs, but some are longer than others. 148 episodes. It's a lot, but it's really good. I wonder what Shonen Jump will do once One Piece ends. Oh, they probably have a lot of talent lined up, actually. The thing about Shonen Jump and about like editorials in general is that new artists are always showing up. So long as people like making stories, we're never gonna run out of manga. I know of Magi, but I've never actually, or Magi, I've never actually, I read some of the manga, but I've never actually like watched the show. A lot of new artists send small piece previews. Yeah, it's like a portfolio. The Hunter's Exam, Heaven's Arena, Phantom Troop, Greed Island, Chimera Ants, and Hunter's Election. Yep, that's it. Thank you. Shonen Jump will absolutely survive One Piece ending, but it'll be a big blow considering how big it is. Yeah, but like, there's a lot of good shonens out there. Like, a lot. Don't worry. They are not gonna suffer that bad. People would continue to read Shonen Jump regardless. Hi! How often does One Piece update? Is it bi-weekly or weekly? If it's weekly, that's fucking criminal. Oda, your fucking hands. What net affinity would you have? Based on my skill set, probably Conjurer. Weekly, but there's a ton of breaks. Oh, good. He should take breaks. I know he has assistants, though. Like, honestly, assistants are based. Like, now that hubby helps me on occasion with color work, I can get stuff done a lot faster, so I have more time for doing things around the house and actually having a social life. When I was working by myself, it was, like, so tight. Who's your favorite character from Hunter x Hunter? Hisoka, probably. He's super creepy, but I appreciate the pink thing. Oda's allowed to take breaks whenever he wants. I think he's earned that. Who's your favorite Batman hero or villain? Well, I like Batman, obviously. Villain-wise, I like Harley, and I really like Catwoman. Shonen Jump has gotten better with breaks because people died a lot. Ugh. People do die a lot, don't they? Gatúbela. Yes! Hisoka's both a rat man and a pink thing, so of course you like him. At first I thought he was, like, aggressively gay, but no, he's a bisexual menace. He's fight sexual. A menace. Don't overwork yourself like Kentaro Miura did. Oh, don't worry, that's not happening. Like, here's the thing with my work schedule. I know at some point I might have to slow down, but right now I don't have to, so I'm not going to. Once I have kids, and I'm probably going to do a little bit less, but I'm still going to try and be as active as humanly possible, within reason. Because the good thing about children is that they grow up and they get more independent, so when they're teenagers and they can't fucking stand the sight of me, I'm back in full force, baby! I hope that you play the Arkham game someday. I want to. Miura did take breaks, he just randomly died. Miura was the Berserker author, right? Because what happened to him was insane. Aortic dissection. His heart literally tore itself in half. Yeah, it was really bad. That was definitely a very rare case. I don't think that's good, no. He had something called an aortic dissection, which basically means that, like, your aortic artery, like, breaks apart. It's really complicated. I don't know, like, the actual medical term for it, but, like, basically it's something akin to your heart ripping itself in half. He could not find a more berserk way to go if he tried. Honestly, ironically, yeah. But, like, the mangaka lifestyle is not healthy. I don't recommend it. What's your opinion on Resident Evil? I like it. I like Resident Evil. Thankfully, his assistants are continuing the series because they seem to know how he planned to take them. Yeah. Are you still planning on possibly playing Ghost of Tsushima? Yes. Yeah, because I want to play Yote. The Berserk manga is going to be ongoing, but his assistants basically have to piece the story together. Imagine waking up one day and having your heart go, yeah, fuck this. This is why checkups are important after the age of 35. I know that this sounds like super annoying, but you should go get a general checkup every year after you turn 35, chat, because your general practitioner will be able to find if anything seems off and then point you to a specialist. Men hate doing this. Men in particular are allergic to doing this. Like, hubby turns 35 next year, and I'm already, like, being like, you have free healthcare, you have no excuse. And he's like, ugh, I don't want to. And I'm like, nope, you're going. not that anything is wrong with him, of course, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I've had 5 surgeries on my left eye. Oof, my condolences. Annual checkups are 100% a thing, and I intend to do them after my 40th birthday. Fortunately, I'm hella healthy. You should start doing them from like 35 to 40. You don't need to do like super complex blood work until you're 40, but like at 35, just go once a year. I've been doing blood checks since I was 30. Really? I did like 2 blood checks this year. One for like an insurance thing and another one because of like the acid reflux. We're trying to see if there was like a bacterial anything or like celiac disease. Thankfully, they came out fine. But like, I think that a lot of guys, a lot of men just hate going to the doctor in general. Men are lazy after all. Yeah, like if you don't make their appointments, they don't go. When does your diet end? I have treatment for 1 more month, but I'm eating more normally now. I don't mind doing it, but I don't have healthcare. Yeah, healthcare can be an issue. However, I live in Spain and my healthcare is free, so. Bye! Most men believe that they can tank almost anything, but then they let defeated when they're sick. Okay, like, guys, things, babies. Oh my god, baby blues. Like, guys, I love you so much. You're so cute. But, like, can I tell you something? Men are pussy bitches when they're sick. When I'm sick, I might, like, take a day off, sleep a little bit, and then I'm fine. When men get sick, sickly Victorian child. Sickly Victorian child cannot get up. Brother, may you bring me oats. Like, cannot do anything, needs to be babied, like, needs to be nursed back to health, all right? Which is why I'm like, why don't you guys go to the doctor? Like, when you guys get sick, it's like the end of the world. It's the testosterone, yeah. I hate going to the doctors. I don't like it either, but sometimes you have to go. Fun fact, Lily, my friend who practiced healthcare that said that men that don't have a significant other were more likely to suffer health-related issues because they would put off seeing the doctor without their wife forcing them. Yep. Shriveled up mess it, yeah. You know what? You know what? You're not wrong. Of course I'm not wrong. I live with a man! I think it's less about laziness and more about seeing doctor as like being seen as weak. Yeah, we get to you know what? Toxic masculinity isn't serving any of you guys. Throw that mentality out the window. This reason I struggle with making appointments is anxiety. So, like, fun fact about me, and one of the reasons why I'm actually, like, talking to my therapist again, like, weekly, I have really bad medical anxiety. To the point that when I had a checkup with, like, my OBGYN, and she told me, no, Lily, you're gonna need to have a C-section, like, come hell or high water, I panicked. I'm not even pregnant. We're not trying to have kids yet, but I panicked. And I recognize the problem. It turns out I have no trust whatsoever in doctors at all. So I'm talking to my therapist about it, and I'm trying to work through it, because guess what? Doctors are a thing that are kind of unavoidable. So if you can work on trusting medical practitioners, you're not gonna have a hard time. But a lot of men just don't want to go, regardless, right? It's not that they don't hate hospitals or anything, but like they just don't want to go. For me, I don't like going because I have like a lot of medical anxiety. I'm working through that. But for most guys, they're just like, nope, I can tank it. So like, don't worry if you have anxiety about going to the doctor. It's a pretty common thing. A lot of people don't like it. Like I count myself in these people, in the people that don't like going to the doctor for anything. But you just have to like work through it. Emotions, yes. I have to take medications regularly, so going to the doctor is a regular thing for me. Like now that like with the acid reflux thing, I've gone to more doctors this year than I have in like the past like 5. A lot of people have been ingrained that they either should not show vulnerability or want to slowly bleed out in the snow on a bench because it's cool. After an awful misdiagnosis, I understand the feeling. Yeah, so I get it. I do. But, like, here's the thing. You need to have at least some trust in medical professionals or you're never gonna get better. Something wrong, Lily? Oh, I got acid reflux that I haven't completely been able to kick. It's been getting better, just really, really slowly. So I've been going to the doctor, like, once a month to kind of, like, check in on it. But I'm fine. It's just that it's taking a really long time to go away, and apparently that's a thing that can happen to you with age. Lifelong reflux doesn't help, it sucks. Is it possibly something you're eating? No, it was stress. Another reason why I went back to therapy. Fun fact. because I realized that I was not handling my stress levels well at all. So I'm working through that as well. Did you ever watch Bleach, Lily? No, I should someday, though. Oh, stress sickening. Yeah, I was literally making myself sick. The reason why is because I came back to Spain after visiting Mexico, right? And I came with my grandpa in tow. I came with getting an apartment. Actually getting this place was incredibly stressful. Not because of finding it. My penthouse was actually the first place that we found that I loved it. But the mortgage, bank, grandpa, paying taxes in Spain. So setting up fucking, getting everything set up in Spain so I can actually like do my work here, no problem. And 2 cups of coffee a day? Not to mention general anxiety because I'm a bit of an anxious being. Yeah, that'll ruin your stomach. And this happened over the span of a few months, so it's gonna take a few months to get better. As someone with belly issues, I empathize. Where are all of my weak-gutted people at? If you have a weak gut, raise your hand, chat, because I'm there with you. I think YouTube chat is frozen. Hold on. That happens when I eat too much cheese. Don't eat too much cheese, please. That can definitely do damage to your nerves if you're not familiar with things. Me looking for work at the same time as not finding a job for nearly 2 months. Yeah, remember that, like, I was, like, hunting for a mortgage in, like, a country that I hadn't lived in before? I know how things work in Mexico. I already paid taxes in Mexico. So between all the paperwork I had to do, actually finding a place, dealing and babysitting my very neurotic grandpa, who I love very, very much, but holy shit, he's a lot, and having a lot of caffeine, yeah. It'll do a number on ya. I know that anxiety feeling. Yeah, so I was talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, what did you do? So I told her all of this, and she was like, yeah, no wonder. But, like, now that I'm actually settled, everything is taken care of, I'm just like, oh, okay, breathe. Manage your stress better. And I was also planning 2.0 in the background as well, fun fact. I feel called out, you should. Hi. Lily, you're stacking anxiety debuffs. It sucks. I don't want it. Yeah, like, part of my brain was like, maybe I should take a vacation, but I haven't taken one this year. In October, I have friends visiting, and I'm just gonna take that as an excuse to not work at all. For, like, a week. Because I was talking to my dad the other day. And he was like, Lily, please, for the love of all that is holy, if you're going to visit Mexico, please do it in the summer. Because I want to go see you, and I am not going in the summer. And I was like, don't worry, Dad, you have nothing to worry about. Summer was disgusting. I don't want to do it again. I'm going to Mexico next year. You deserve a break. Maybe. Let's de-stress maxing. Let's go get a massage. Does anybody want to go get like a massage? Let's go get our scalp scratched or something. Hair spa. Oh, I don't plan stressful vacations. I am a lazy bitch. You wanna know what my idea of a vacation is? Beach resort. Don't leave the hotel. Thanks so much for the follow. Beach resort, don't leave the hotel. Oh, YouTube chat, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to reset you guys. Hold on. I might go to Europe next year, just because I haven't left the country in 5 years. Only vacations to see family, which is great, but also gets tiring. Yeah, like, I go to Mexico, like, once a year if I can. I don't want to fuck with the window too much, because I don't want to, Oh, I think I did it. Hold on. My guild in Final Fantasy 14 is dying. Everyone plays less often. I don't know what to do. Any advice? Find things that you can do by yourself. Oh, YouTube worked. Hold on. Thanks so much for the follow! YouTube's having a bit of a hard time for some reason. Sometimes YouTube dies on me mid-stream, which is really annoying. It doesn't happen with Twitch, like, at all, ever, but YouTube does. Oh, yeah, YouTube died completely. Oh, well. Maybe I can get tech support up here. He's downstairs. Oh, there we go. Are we free? YouTube chat is free. I'm just trying to see if I can't pop the chat out. I already know that it's done. I mean, I tried to open a chat in a new tab, but it's not showing up. YouTube's having a lot of issues for some reason. It's okay. You can ask a lot of random questions. I like them. What would happen if two things meet? We're like dittos. We don't like it. Boom. I mean, I'm just gonna try and look at YouTube chat on my YouTube app page instead of like on a separate tab the way I normally do it. Because when I try to open a new tab, it just does not work. But I like having YouTube on. It's just being really, like, titchy for some reason. But yeah, my ideal vacation is beach resort. Don't leave the hotel. Hi, YouTube. YouTube, go over to Twitch! It's being a cunt! Hi, YouTubers. Hello. Join Twitch, because YouTube's being a bot on my end. I reset the page a few times, it's just like not having it. YouTube being YouTube? Yep. Sometimes it does that. Hi from YouTube. Hi! Like, I can reset the chat. Okay, now I know I'm getting messages. Hi! I'm not gonna go to Twitch, I'm on my phone. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We're fine, we're fine. I think. I'm not gonna do another pop-out window because it seemed to not like it when I popped it out. The hive is being shaken. I'm shaking that beehive with my bare hands. Yeah. Did you allow your husband to go on the vacation? Yes. Are you kidding me? Hubby's always invited to my vacations because there's a bunch of things I like doing when I'm in that like beach resort. One of them, I like to get food and yummy drinks, and I like to sleep. I am that person that the main reason I don't leave my hotel room is because I'm working in there all day. Sorry, not sorry. If I'm on holiday and I don't have any work to fucking worry about, I'm making use of my time. YouTube can't handle too much painting. It's being really slow for some reason. Your money, your vacation, I'm not here to judge. Yeah, this drives my parents nuts. My parents are like, you should go see places and go get lost and discover the culture. Mama, I want to sleep in and I want to eat and I want to watch anime and have sex. Like, that's all I need, really. The only reason I don't do it at home is because if I do it at home, I'm gonna go back to work. Never blindly explore. No, never, not doing it. I just spent 20 days on vacation staying in my room with the AC on. Hey, baby! Yeah! That's a good way to do it. Vacation. Man, I have to go back to school. Oh, that sucks. It's vacation, but hubby Mason isn't allowed to rest. Yeah, boy! No. He's fine. Want to go to Japan. I want to go, too. I don't know when I want to, though. Like, I definitely want to, like, go for, like, 2 weeks. And, like, do Tokyo, Kyoto. That would be fun. And Osaka, so I can go to the Universal Studios Japan. boring, but on the other hand, no, I relate to it so much. I like to rest! You only live once. Use computer for as long as you can. Yeah! I have a decent anime recommendations. It's called The Ancient Magus Bride. Oh, I know that one. I haven't finished it, but I've started watching it. I'm planning a trip to Japan when me and my girlfriend get married. Funnily enough, when we were like discussing honeymoon trips, we were torn between cruise and Japan. And the main reason cruise won was because we are such hotel hermits. Because we needed a break. I needed a vacation where it was like full rest for Lily. Don't plan any fucking big extreme adventures. So cruise was perfect. Hi, puppy. Hi, honey. She came back. I just watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I wasn't expecting a movie to be this fun. It's a pretty fun movie. Like, it did a lot of stuff right. Like, the writing was terrible, but it was a very fun film. Hotel Hermit is an excellent phrase for it. It is. Japan seems fun to go to. I would just like to go at a time of year where it's not, like, full of fucking people. Which seems to be never. Because everyone and their fucking grandma wants to go to Japan, and it used to be before, when you couldn't afford a trip, you would just not go and you would be smart and sensible, but now people are stupid, and they would rather fucking bankrupt themselves to go to that fucking Japan trip and post it on Instagram than to save their money. Before, traveling was a luxury. Traveling was something that you planned for special events and special occasions. Now there's people who literally bankrupt themselves to go to Japan every year, and I think that's not a very financially sound decision, personally. You and hubby enjoy your hotel how you want to. Yeah, girl. It's sad but true. How about a creature with appointments? Oh, terrible. I'm not excited for tomorrow. I also don't help that you got nuisance streamers ruining it for everyone else. Yes. Every year, what the fuck? I've been trying to plan it for the unique trip of my life. Some fucking people go back every year, but like, they can't actually afford to. Alright, sorry for the question, but are you planning on drawing some more Umas? Maybe. The problem with Uma Musume is that I can't draw the Umas. Not safe for work. Side Games doesn't allow it. Thankfully though, I have Uma OCs. I had to stop my sis from doing that a week ago. People are not financially okay. People are, like, not understanding that you need to save money. You can't just fucking splurge your money on a trip to Japan when you literally cannot afford to pay your bills. Legally distinct original character home scroll? Yeah, exactly. We've been planning our trips for 2 years, and we're not breaking the bank. Yeah, exactly. When you plan something like a trip to Japan, you plan it with a lot of time and a lot of effort. Some people treat Japan like Disney World. Yeah, and it's a problem because it's crowding up Japan for people who have never been, and locals probably don't like it. Like, I cannot imagine most normal Japanese people appreciate the fucking tourism boom. That's because no one gets taught fiscal responsibility. There should be a class in high school called How to Pay Your Taxes and Other Assorted Finances. Like, it's amazing how few people know about money. Like, at all. Do they not do that? No, they don't. No one teaches people about finance in school. Unless you take a class like Contabilidad, which my sister took, and she's still terrible with her money. But for the most part, the people who are supposed to teach you about your finances are your parents. So if your parents are garbage with money, you will be garbage with money. Okay, let's be totally real. Everyone, especially today's kids, oh my god, would have slipped right through that. They would have! But like, something would have stuck. You could have a notebook to go back to later when you're older. My school thankfully had a personal finance class, which kind of starts you. Yeah, everybody should know. Thanks so much for the follow. Everybody should know how to put together a budget. How to, like, calculate your basic, very, very basic taxes. And how to basically start up and use a savings account properly. That's all. Because, like, When I was 18, my dad went to the bank with me and helped me open my first bank account. And this was the time when I was having summer jobs every year. And my dad drilled it into my fucking pink skull that if I got a paycheck, try and put as much of it as you can into your savings. And my mom too. My mom was also like, don't fucking use up everything you get when you get paid, because in an emergency you're gonna need it. And thanks to that, I've been pretty fucking savvy with my finances ever since. But school didn't teach me that. My parents taught me that. You would think colleges would teach this stuff. They only teach accountants. I like that you draw, whenever you draw something, it's something lewd or something wholesome. It's a bit of both. Thank you. Wait, can you imagine as a YouTube channel? Yeah, baby. Hi. I'm still somewhat learning how to manage my bank account properly, baby steps. The first thing you need to learn how to do is have a budget. And your budget is simple. How much money do you make every month? How much money do you need to pay your bills? Gas, water, rent, rent, utilities, food. How much money do you have left over after that? How much a month do you want to allocate to fun expenses? And the rest of that should go to your savings account. That's it. Like, I have a teacher friend, and let me tell you, the kids are not alright. They spend their days watching brain rot TikToks under the desk and responding to texts from tiger parents. Jesus. It's so stupid that we citizens have to guess what the bill for taxes are per person, and if we get it wrong, we get wrapped instead of the government just sending us a bill. I've always hated that. I hired an accountant, mama. I have an accountant, and in Mexico, because taxes in Mexico are really complicated to sort through, so I have an accountant in Mexico and I have an accountant here. And the government doesn't tell you, because your tax is calculated based on your income. So depending on how much you make, in Mexico, it can go all the way up to 30. In Spain, it can go all the way up to 47% if you're like really, really, really high up there. But you basically won't know until an accountant tells you how much you actually have to pay. 30, yeah. In Mexico, though, that 30% doesn't really serve for much because most of it doesn't even get used. In Spain, though, it does. So yeah, when you're budgeting, just keep in mind, how much money do you make? How much money do you need for basic necessities? How much money do you want to use for fun stuff? Not all of it! And then the rest of it, savings account. Is tax evasion easier in Mexico? I've never done tax evasion. I will say it used to be. Hubby would tell me that it used to be because they had a lot of clients. Hubby used to work for Coca-Cola. And they worked with a lot of influencers, and when it came time to like do invoicing, like they would get paid and everything, but when it came time to like actually do like a formal invoice, they would just never do it, so they could avoid taxes. Before, PayPal actually let you keep money in PayPal, and you couldn't tax that. And a few years ago, Mexican government told PayPal, nope, you guys can't do that anymore. Anytime something gets sent to PayPal in Mexico, it has to get yeeted to your bank account immediately because people were using PayPal for tax evasion. Also in Spain, taxes are calculated based on net gain instead of profit. That's bad. Yeah, that's why in Spain you have to make sure that you let them know how much money you've spent a month on like things that are tax deductible. Because if you don't tell them, it comes out of your net gain instead of your net profit. So you have to tell them like, hey, like I made this much, but out of this much, I had to use this much to pay bills. And if you have kids, you have to tell them too. I had to use this much for a business expense. And then, based off how much you've actually spent, then they do your taxes. But you have to tell them, because otherwise you get boned. Al Capone actually went to prison because of tax evasion. Yeah, there you go. Lee, did you know that some donation/membership joins in are restricted in some countries? I've tried that before, but my payment just gets denied. Yes, sadly. Patreon doesn't work everywhere for that reason. Lily, in Mexico, taxes don't get used. They're for the politicians' party and personal gain. Yeah, that's why paying taxes in Mexico, no one likes to do it. Here in Spain, though, I do pay taxes in Mexico, fun fact, but I'm switching over to Spain. But in Spain, infrastructure here is amazing. Internet is dope, streets are clean, healthcare is free, so paying taxes in Spain does not at all bother me. Thanks so much for the follow! I hate how complex taxes are. Oh, I hate it too. I deadass had to get an accountant because of that, because I was like, I am not sussing this shit out myself. especially because I'm self-employed. If I worked with a company, it would be easier because your company pays your taxes for you, fun fact. But if you're self-employed, you have to do it. I'm sorry, healthcare is free for you? Yeah, I'm in Spain. All of Latin America seems to have the same problem with tax location. It's the corruption thing, sadly. Financial advisor Lillian is just Lillian in sparkly pink business suit and glasses. None of this is financial advice. I would say that, like, learning how to budget is a basic bitch thing. I don't think it's financial advice. I think that everybody should know that, like, basic rule. The other thing I would tell you guys, and this isn't financial advice either, is if you can get an accountant to help you out, like, every so often, do it. Is Mexico as corrupt as people say? Yes. Europe, baby. Eh, baby. Lily, let me out of your basement. I don't have a basement. I live in a penthouse. I remember a documentary in college about Americans being shocked when seeing free healthcare in Europe. So, like, free healthcare, just like everything, has its perks and its pros and cons, right? Pros, it's free. And it's actually very, very good healthcare, mind you. Cons, if you're not dying, it takes forever to get seen. Like, I got acid reflux I got it diagnosed properly in May, and I wasn't able to see a specialist until this month. Like, it took 2 months to get an appointment. That's really bad. I actually had to go private. I had to call my my doctor in Mexico that used to take care of all my stomach issues and have like a Zoom consultation with him so he could tell me what to actually do for treatment, because otherwise I would have to spend like 2 months in pain. That's why I'm better, by the way, because my Mexican doctor told me what to do. So, pros and cons. Pros, very good healthcare. It's free. Cons, you're gonna wait forever. In Europe, you wait 50 years. In America, you pay $5 million. Honestly, Lily would be a turn on for a lot of people. I would wear a cute suit. They treat people by order of severity of illness. Yeah. So basically, the people who get priority is if you are dying, if you have a very serious illness, if you are a child or pregnant, and then everyone else is after that. There's an age priority as well. I think the younger you are, up to like when you're like a young adult, you have priority. Like children have priority, and very, very elderly people have priority. But like if you're like the average age, if you're like in your 20s up to you're like 65, you don't have priority. Bye! My grandma broke her hip and got treated instantly. Yeah, if you're older, you get professional treatment. Yeah, every single healthcare model has flaws. That's why I think that the best type of healthcare is a mixed one. Mixed basically means that you can go public if you want to, but if you have insurance, which you should always have, and you need something specialized, that's gonna take a long time for public to do, go private. So like if you have like just a normal cold, go free healthcare. If you have like something that a general practitioner can see, go free healthcare. But if you have something that like needs specific attention, like surgery or like a specific complex issue, go private. If I got injured and I see an ambulance, I'm actually pencil diving off the interstate because I cannot afford healthcare. A lot of people in America don't want to go on ambulances. Mixed is good. Mixed is the best thing you can do. Mixed healthcare is the best thing you can do because that way there's options, right? Mexico's mixed too, fun fact, but more people go private. One of my friends, fun fact, she had a kidney stone and she lived in LA, and she went to Mexico to get it treated because it was much cheaper over there. But like insurance is annoying because the insurance I have, I can only get treatment in one hospital in the entire island, which is super annoying. I'm looking into getting an insurance actually here in Spain, but it's tricky. Thankfully though, the public system is good. It's not far, is it? No, not far at all. But it's annoying that I only have one option. Can women get kidney stones too? Yeah, absolutely. If you don't drink enough water, you can get kidney stones. Yeah. Side note, I love the chat progression today. We've just talked about everything and anything, huh? What do you drink to get kidney stones? Only soda, like 2 Coca-Colas a day and no water. Right? In fact, I actually have my caffeine-free soda, which I haven't even like made a dent in, but I have water. Oh, I can't drink cold water because if you drink cold water, it dehydrates your vocal cords, so it's not good for streaming at all. My kidney stones will see you soon. Oh, no. Be careful, things. How expensive are hospitals in the US? I don't know because I don't live there, but they can get pretty bad. 50K per cold, Jesus. Gamer shops to help the water go down. Eh, baby, energy. But normally, the thing with the US is US healthcare is only bad if you don't have insurance. But insurance is expensive and they don't cover everything. I had kidney stones and it was the worst experience I've ever had. I would not wish kidney stones on my worst enemy. Thanks for typically, I've been drinking warm water during singing sessions and I've been able to sing better and harder. Yeah, no, you sing better with warm water. I got that tip from a vocalist. I get told it's some of the shittiest pain you can feel. Yeah, I heard that too. I never want one. That's why I drink way more water now than what I used to. Does flavored water give you kidney stones? Not necessarily unless you're like really spamming it. So like if you're gonna have a flavored anything like gsupps, I would advise that, first of all, get gsupps with my code CookieCumation for 10% off. Second of all, if you're gonna be having gsupps or any other flavored water for that matter, make sure that you also alternate in glasses of plain water. I know it doesn't taste like anything, I hate it, but that way you don't give your kidneys as much work to do. I think public healthcare really shines with chronic long-time conditions. I would shudder having to pay for diabetic medication. Yeah, chronic conditions do great with healthcare. For example, my acid reflux has been labeled as chronic, even though I'm hoping it's gonna go away. But that basically means that I can go get my medicine and I don't need a prescription so long as I have my stupid sanitary card. And that's what the public system is great for. The public system is not great for stuff like surgery that's not life-threatening. Are people in other countries taking bets on America's collapse? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, if you're gonna be having stuff like gsupps or soda, make sure you also mix in a few glasses of plain water, because that way your kidneys won't be working overtime. Drinking water and walking more will do wonders for your health-wise. And yes, gsupps does help with that immensely. If they even make a root beer flavor, I might just never need soda ever again. I love gsupps for soda replacement. It's not carbonated, so it doesn't make you burpy. Like, I have some soda right now because I wanted some, but, like, I'm kind of regretting not getting some gsupps because the carbonation from soda makes me burpy, and I don't want to be burpy on stream! You get burn burps? I used to. Part of the reason why I know I'm getting better is because I no longer have burn burps. Now, if I get burpy, it's just normal. I get some heartburn and some burning sensation, but it no longer climbs up the back of my throat. Sulfuric burps, you mean they suck! Just ninja that shit, do it quietly. You can't ninja burp on stream. I hate getting heartburn for no reason. So, fun fact, the first time I ever got heartburn, I never had it before in my life, I thought I was having a heart attack. Is tasting acidity after burping normal? No, that's a sign of acid reflux, so be careful. Just own it. No! It's not ladylike! The worst kind of hiccup. Did I tell you guys that I'm a terrible wife? Hubby got the hiccups yesterday while he was getting out of the shower, but I don't think I've ever heard hiccups that sounded like that. Because they were like, and I don't think I've ever heard a human make a sound like that in my whole entire life. And at first I was like, oh my god, hon, are you okay? Do you need some water? But like, he kept making that noise. And I started losing my shit. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me bring you some. Oh god, just remembering it gives me the giggles. I was like, do you need some water? But I was losing my shit, and he was like, Lily, I'm so lucky to have you. And I was like, I'm really sorry, I've just never heard a human make that noise before. Lily, well, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible wife. What do your hiccups sound like then? Dainty and ladylike. Mine are like, But his was like a whole fucking like dad noise, right? He got cartoon hiccups. I lost my shit. Don't tell me you can't cook too. Oh, I am a phenomenal cook. Guys, I'm a working girl and whatever, but I'm more trad wife than I look. I love to cook and I love to take care of my husband and I really like doing girly things. I'm not gonna raise chickens or have my own homestead or anything like that or learn how to bake bread. Maybe the bread because that sounds nice. But I do like taking care of my family. My cat is judging Lily. I'm a terrible wife, I'm sorry. Everyone should know how to cook, I agree, yeah. Did you hear 3 Days Grace dropped a new album? No, but I only just found out yesterday. Like, I was today years old when I found out that Panic at the Disco stopped making music like 3 years ago. I'm so sad. I love that band. What's her stream Stardew like any other trad wife? I might! I love Stardew Valley. Look, sometimes you just need a cozy game, okay? I could go for another Stardew Valley run, fuck it. It is not surprising that you're a good wife. I'm a great wife. I will nurse you back to health. I will make you soup. I will make you home-cooked meals every single day if you want to. I will sit with you and watch whatever you want me to watch with you. I will play video games with you. But yeah, I just won't have chickens and stuff. Who's your Stardew waifu? I like Emily and I like Abby. Panic is an actual band ended like 10 years ago. Yeah, but like Brendan Urie was still making music and it was great. Would you practice the Hippocratic Oath? I'm not a doctor, so no. The woman who won't want Dragon Ball with her husband. I'm gonna read One Piece with him. Didn't they stop because Brandon got married? They stopped because Brandon had a kid. Oh, I will also shower with you and wash your back. I do enjoy doing that. I apparently have your sister to be compared to in regards of cooking. It blows my mind that she burned salad. No, my sister did not burn salad. It was my dad and he burned Jell-O. Yeah, I'm a very good wifey. Thank you very much. I take pride in that. What do you think of cockatiels' page? Oh, you mean the birds? I think that they're cute, but like birds also give me like the heebie-jeebies. Understandable reason to stop making music. From what people have heard though, Brendan is doing drumming for a friend's like band as a hobby, so he might come back to music eventually. Just that like his kid's probably very, very young. You can burn Jell-O because powder explodes. I can't say any more than that. Favorite sex position, Lily? I'm incredibly lazy. Like, I like to be on top, but like, I also am... I am lazy, so... Missionary is king, okay? Okay, boys and girls. You will take care of your man like that. I would take care of my partner. Yeah. I think that, like, it's super important to take care of your partner. And, like, he takes care of me. He's a great listener. He helps me around the house. He does dishes. He's always incredibly emotionally available. That's what you guys need to do. That's what men need to do in the modern age. If you guys want to grab yourself like a wife or like a girlfriend or whatever, be emotionally available. He always listens to me. He's always there for me when I need him. Super emotionally available. Very, very intelligent. Is like an absolute whiz at organizing stuff around the house. Great at like running errands with me. Super, super supportive and always encourages me to follow my dreams. He pushes me actively to keep streaming, to keep drawing, and to keep making stories because he likes them too. But yeah, like, it goes both ways, right? Like, I do a lot of stuff around the house and I take care of him, but he takes care of me too. It has to be fair. None of that stoic alpha male bullshit, please. It's childish. It's super childish. It's so immature. Honestly, the only thing that, like, men need to do nowadays, if you guys want to bag a wifey, you don't necessarily need to make a lot of money. You don't. Because guess what? Women can make their own money now. So what you need to do is embrace some femininity. Embrace your girly side. Become emotionally available, become open, be a good listener, be willing to do shit around the house, including childcare and cooking, and I swear to God, you will have no issue finding a partner. Literally none. Because that's what girls want now. Women need a man that can embrace his femininity and help out around the house. Sure, wear a skirt too, if you want to. But the most important thing is that you help out. I can totally tell that Ed would be a turnoff is like a man-child with 0 adulting skills, like clearing or cooking or listening. Because yes, being an adult means being able to talk and listen. Yep. You're describing everything that my sister's boyfriend failed to do. Which is why he failed. Also, puppy, did you just come here to like burp at me and be gross? Ew, don't do that, please. Are you okay? You just came up to me to make... Why are you retching? Please don't bomb. Hi. It's puppy Fefagoto. Yeah. She came over here to be like, and just leave. Oh god, no, she's fine. The demon returns. She's back. She's doing it for revenge. She has shots tomorrow. Oh, speaking of which, I have to get up earlier. So, guys, I gotta go. But it was really nice chatting for a little bit. And I loved having you guys keep me company for a few hours. I really, really, really appreciate it. So, I think I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow if all goes well. If not, I'll let you know. I'll post the schedule as soon as I have it, alright, things? Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And, I will see you guys soon, okay? Have a good one, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.